Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers, Game Director on Path of Exile 2.
Let's get ready to pause!
Welcome to GGG Live. We have a huge amount of stuff to share today, so it's going to be a good one. Twitch drops are enabled on today's live stream.
Not anymore.
So you'll be able to claim the Red Queen's font hideout decoration by following the instructions below.
No drops.
Okay, so with that out of the way, time to roll the trailer for Path of Exile 2, Return of the Ancients.
Oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Those in darkness.
Oh
once lay dormant. Now return.
Oh. Oh wait, drops are still on. Wait, there are drops.
Rise again.
Dude, there are drops.
Behold, the first edict.
Dude. What is that thing? I'm gonna go back and pause it frame by frame in a second, don't worry. Matefoot. Dude, this guy's crazy. What is that? That guy's so sick. Oh my god, look at that shit.
We become one. You are completely alone.
A fucking meteor! She had a new mechanic. Isn't that a spoiler? Wasn't the video?
It's your last.
Whoa,
Continue the search.
See what you can find.
Oh my god.
Now see how your story ends.
God damn. I mean, that's fucking PoE. That's fucking PoE. Don't get it twisted. That's fucking PoE. Anyway, now I'm gonna pause every frame. Now I'm gonna pause every frame. Now I'm gonna pause every frame. Now I'm gonna pause every. So now we're going back and watching it again. Now I'm gonna pause every frame. Okay, so wait, that shit is the new fucking Endgame node thing that pops out of the ground, and you kill that, and it like skips some shit. We'll deep dive that later. But that's what that is. So we know about that. It's an ancient protocol whenever the beast is getting summoned.
Rise again.
I love like super ancient old shit that came before that you rediscover. That's cool.
Behold, the first edict.
Dude, so this guy's like some legendary super weapon. I don't understand. Isn't he on our team? Isn't he supposed to stop the Cataclysm? Why are we gonna kill him? I guess we have to kill him to like stop. They explain why. It's a bird. It's an angel. He's the divine. Dude, he's sick. Look, that guy's sick looking, bro. That guy's fucking sick. That's a sick vibe, bro. That's a sick vibe, bro. Imagine once we get paladins, dude. Oof. Okay, so new in-game quest, the Origins of Divinity. That's the... Okay, yeah. We're gonna deep dive that. What the fuck is this? This is like some Elden Ring shit. This is like that one Elden Ring level where there's that stupid chariot motherfucker in that one zone where you gotta like roll into the side to avoid getting hit. Right? That's what that is. What the fuck happened? I gotta get back. Okay, so there's some sort of 30 new in-game areas. Some sort of weird, like, what the fuck is that? It looks crazy. Dude, amazing animation. That's that annoying boss. It looks like they reworked him. The touch of Zopek. The touch of Zopek. It's that guy. New in-game quest. So this is the ritual, right? This is ritual rework. So let's have a look here. So he's got Mage Blood. For total bounty. Mage Blood. Rerolling ritual altars has them no cost the first time. Monster sacrifice ritual altars at 25% increased tribute. Rituals in new map cost 20% reduced tribute. And then Mage Blood. Just get a Mage Blood, bro. Why not? I mean, this boss just looks sick. I mean, it looks like they just want to Mog D4 with this, right? It seems like they just want to Mog D4 with this. I mean, it's sick. I'm excited. This is a cool way, because there's so many times that you get these bosses and you just like see the top half of the boss and he's like halfway out the ground and that's just how you fight him. It's like some sort of Kitava shit. This is a cool way of finding a big dude. I hope it feels good to fight. I hope it doesn't feel like that Colossus guy. You know? The Kitava at home guy. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this fight plays out. Okay, that's the Breach quest. So, chat. The Breach thing. People are saying like it's exactly one-to-one Breach. I think it's only jewelry, based on the Ziggy D chat. I think it's only jewelry. But we'll have to see. But it seemed like it is just jewelry crafting. That's it. Which is a bit of a... So, you know. Jewelry only. And currency, yeah. Breach reworked, as in Breach is just PoE 1 Breach. Which I like that, by the way. Fuck the PoE 2 Breach. I don't remember what the fuck the PoE 2 Breach was, but it was dog shit, bro. This right here, I've done this fight about 32 times now. Yeah, it's okay. Okay boss fight. I wouldn't say it's the best designed boss fight.
Come one!
Delirium quest thing.
You are completely alone.
Dude, that shit where it was like, your maps are 20% delirious, your maps are 30% delirious, your maps are 50% delirious. That seems way hard, by the way. That seems ridiculous. Right? Dude, this here is straight up Terraria vibes. You get to a certain level of progression and it says, a meteor has landed, bro, and there's a new ore available in it. Shit, this is just straight up one-to-one Terraria, bro. Dead ass. Dude, the Remnant encounter rework. The thing that is so tiring, bro, with Expedition is not the fact that you gotta like put some shit on the ground. It's the fact you gotta read it. It's like, oh, this one says immune to like cold. This one says overwhelms fizz. This one says disables, etc., etc. And it's like, ugh. This one here, where you just like play some of the Remnant and shit, you just open up a thing, click the best reward, seems a million times more chill. a million times more chill. But wait to see. Maybe the rune, because I didn't quite understand the rune combinations. It seems like it's brain dead and you just kind of pick the best thing from the list. But, you know, maybe there's more to it and you actually have to think about it. I hope it's not too complicated, because it's too complicated in a way where you've really got to think about each time. It's going to be annoying, because then it's going to be back to the thing where it's fatiguing to do the mechanic in your maps because you have to read too much. You know? We'll deep dive that later, though. Don't worry. 25 kill currents. Isn't what the fuck? So she's got new mechanics, because she didn't do that before, right? Am I tripping? They said they didn't want to spoil what was inside the meteorite, but isn't this a giant meteorite crater? Like, am I crazy? That looks like a giant crater to me, and that looks like exactly like the spider boss, and then it's just spider boss inside the crater. But maybe it's not. I mean, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's a mini one. Maybe there's mini ones, and then there's the big one. But I think not.
Hunt like it's your last.
Continue the search. See what you can find.
Dude, I didn't remember about that Val mechanic, because I don't remember shit about it, bro. I just remember I didn't like it that much. That's all I remember about the Val mechanic. So yeah, we're gonna have to like go like deep dive that shit again. It says 15 new bosses and pinnacles. What the fuck does that mean? 15 new bosses. So that means, does that count bosses ported from PoE 1? Must do, right? Then wait, does it mean 15? Does it mean 15 pinnacles, right? Or does it mean 15 pinnacles? 0 to 15. What does that mean? There can't be 15 pinnacle bosses. Like, what? There's 4 pinnacles. I think it's 15 total. 4 of those are pinnacles. Right? They said 4. Yeah. That's a weird message.
Now see how your story ends.
Yeah, where the fuck are we? Okay, so wait, this I thought I was like kind of excited, because I thought, thank God, the Atlas passive tree is like, you know, they had, you could just like choose the various end games you wanted to do, but then then it zoomed out and it showed them on the side. Ooh, yeah, I mean, we'll wait till we get a better shot to deep dive this. The way you get everything is kind of cray-cray, like, I mean, obviously, but then you get to choose the node you want, so. The fact you've got the crow on your team, bro. The crow is on your fucking team. He looks kind of overpowered, bro. I'm not gonna lie, this guy looks OP.
To face us is to face oblivion.
Yeah. You missed this somehow, even though you missed this from the trailer. What? What? PoE, what do you... Wait, what do you mean I missed it? Shield Throw Unique only shown on the website. Wait, I didn't miss it. I saw it. I mean, I saw like a million new skills. What are you trying to say I missed? I'm confused. It said Shield Throw. It's in the trailer. Yeah, I understand that, right? Wait, what are you saying? That's fucking cool. I watched me to pog out. I thought I pogged out at all. I mean, all the abilities. There's 1,000 abilities they showed. It's like I could frame by frame every ability, but I'm not going to do that because there's like 25 of them. I mean, dude, it looks cool, but, you know, it's one of the things where, guys, I'm focused on ethical melee abilities.
So as you can see, there's just so much going on in Return of the Ancients, it's hard for even us to keep track of it all. Now, we promised that this one was going to revamp the endgame, and I'm very excited to talk about it. But first, we've got to talk about the League. So to do that, I'm going to hand things over to Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. Now, for those of you who are new to Path of Exile, each time we release an update, we also release a new League. Not only do we have a new economy, but we also introduce new content through the campaign, which gives you a fresh play experience right from the start of the game, as well as new mechanics, storylines, and in-game bosses. In the Runes of Eldur
There we
League,
go.
you will encounter a man being attacked by the undead in Clearfell. After saving him, he introduces himself as Pharaoh, a young blacksmith trying to bring back the ancient art of Ezomite runesmithing. He has been collating his discoveries in a tome and is keen to show you how runesmithing works. By inscribing symbols
Okay, so we got a rune, this rune and that rune. One that will get... Okay, interesting.
on these ancient Ezomite remnants,
Wait.
you can works. By inscribing symbols on these ancient
Always, okay, it's just...
Ezomite remnants, you can create all manner of old magics. Unfortunately, on doing so, the corpses of the nearby undead are revived and infused with some of the latent power, making for a difficult fight. After defeating these monsters, Pharaoh realizes that
Loot
runesmithing
box.
is a dangerous business, and he is going to need the help of someone a little more martially inclined to discover these secrets. He lends you his tome and asks that you note down anything you discover when you return to him. In each area in the Runes of Eldur League, you will find a remnant, and as you approach it, you will notice that some symbols are already present.
Yeah, because wait, that one's locked in, and then do you have to have this item? Nah. Monsters cannot be shocked or chilled. All damage can shock and chill. Bro, I swear to God. Okay, he did say there's not some shit like immune to Viz. They already said they don't have those ones. I hope we don't have to pay too much attention to these. Like the ones that are really, really significant, like they did really highlight. Like, Jesus. Ugh. It's gonna be so AIDS, bro, if they have like reflect in there or something. I swear to God, they better not put. That's even more insidious. If there's reflect in there, but it's just like one line over one of the runes.
And some are waiting for you to fill them in. Depending on which symbols are already present, you will have different options for which items you can create using this magic. For example, if you combine Tempest and Lightning,
Monsters gain
you can
flying damage.
create an Orb of Augmentation.
What?
But be careful. The symbols used to craft the items also empower the monsters around the remnant, who will be revived as undead to fight again with different properties depending on what runes you used. So, if you use a fire rune in your recipe, the monsters will be empowered with
damage.
fire. Or if you use a moon
beams.
rune, lunar beams will rain down as you fight the monsters. After the fight, break the remnant to receive the item you crafted.
Where is he?
As you get higher level,
The fuck? So one is locked in. Feminist rune of spinning. Feminist rune of agony. Feminist rune of draining. Interesting. It's going to be like all damage can poison.
you
or
will
what?
start to find remnants with more slots for more runes, allowing you to
Gloves. Okay, so wait. Gloves, 8% increased cast speed.
craft rarer items. As the number of slots increases though, more waves of monsters will be added. With each wave
Chat,
being
there'll be.
empowered
I will pause 700 times during this video, just to let you know.
by more and more of the runes.
So if you're worried about me pausing, then just leave now.
And this can get pretty dicey, because some of the runes can have powerful effects.
No level the PoE is so... I can't handle it. It's so cancer.
Like the Oath Rune,
A monster summons allies.
which will cause one monster to be nominated as a leader, spawning waves of minions. The leader itself will be invincible, but killing its minions will deal damage to it.
Is that going to confuse me, by the way? Because it doesn't specify that, right? It just says a monster summons allies. Is that gonna, I feel like people are going to be hitting that mid like, huh? Why isn't it dying? For like quite a while. Maybe not. I guess we'll see. Greater Chaos Orb removes a random modifier and removes a random modifier. Wow. Minimum modifier level 35. Ooh. Ooh.
Some recipes can get pretty large, requiring 6,
Uncut Skill Limb level 20, Uncut Spirit Gem level 20. Damn, okay.
7,
Okay, wait. Breath of Elder, Ire Elder, Passion of Elder, or Betrayal of Elder. We don't know what that shit does, but okay.
or even 8 runes.
Cardigan's Epiphany, Creativity. Ooh.
But don't
Are they those meta mod ones, I wonder?
worry, you won't have to remember them. Pharaoh's runecrafting book will
Going to Druid Prowess when you heavy son or rune. Okay, I don't remember what Druid Prowess is. I play Druid Hardcore. I don't remember what it is. What does anyone remember what that is? Is that weird ass? Wasn't it like some weird off? Wasn't that like a unique item thing? Like a little seed thing. Yeah, I remember it was on some sort of like some unique. I remember seeing that. On like a random item, thinking, oh, was it like cast speed or something? It's like a low level. Yeah, I remember this. With a little talisman ass bitch. You say brain frogs, except I'm remembering exactly the item. I'm remembering it's a mod on a unique item. So you're saying brain frog, where most of you guys don't even know what the fuck it is. So, bitch ass. And I've never played it before, by the way. I've literally never played it before. I just remember seeing it one time and being like, oh yeah, that could be viable. Oh, look at skill speed, like I said. Oh, who would have guessed? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, brain frog, by the way. Yet I remember it's a literal unique mod. And it's fucking speed, which is what I said it was. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, shut the fuck. Chad, I don't even got brain frogs no more.
record all the options
25% chance to gain. 25% chance when you gain a friendly charge should gain an additional friendly charge. Okay, pretty potent.
allowing you to simply pick which one.
Bows, 50% surpassing chance to fire additional arrows. So that stacks additively, right? So you can go to like 150 and it's like 1.5. So 50% of the time you'll shoot an extra 2. And then sometimes you'll shoot 1. Pretty cool.
You want to craft, given the existing runes that
20 makes this 10% chance for a slam skill. You cast yourself to cause an additional aftershock. Interesting. Ooh, slam maxing.
are already on the remnant. To expand your knowledge and to allow you to craft more items, Pharaoh has asked that you keep an eye out for signs of runic magic around Rayclost. He wants to document anything you find in order to rediscover the secrets of Ezomite runesmiths of old. The first of these can be found in Ogham, and reveals to you an ancient secret, buried deep underground. The runic magic which the Ezomites believe to be their own is actually of Kalguran origin.
That door looks so clean, bro, yeah. Too clean.
Thousands of years ago, the Kalgurans came to Rayclass to find sources of Verisium, a metal on which engraved runes allow control over reality. Pharaoh is determined to learn these ancient ways.
His little fork thing, his little tuning fork thing is sick, by the way. It's got like, he's like whatever that fork shit, it's just cool, bro. Bangs that shit, starts doing some crazy, it looks just a cool ass thing.
And gain mastery
What's
over
that
them.
about? It's because of main
If you can
character
bring
for
him
sure.
more Verisium, he'll be able to use it to smith power into any armor, granting you Runic Ward. The power harnessed by the Kalgurans
Dude, that's correct. So low level, it's explicit upgrades. Chat. Low level, bang, you just gain 29 life. Higher level, it's a trade-off.
since ancient times. Runic Ward is a new resource that protects you from death. Should you run out of life, your Runic Ward will kick in, sustaining your body until your life can return. It effectively acts as an extra life pool. Of course, should you take enough damage to run out of that...
Yo, is this the buff to life we need yet? This Runic Ward, is this it? Is this the buff? Is this it? Leech gonna be OP. Oh, you guys yesterday, by the way, when I was trying to explain what Leech was, so how do you guys like not understand what I was saying? How could it, dude? Dude, do we really? Okay, guys, Leech is now a conditional flat region. So they are arbitrarily deciding a number that is the maximum that damage scales off, which is going to be an amount like 100k, 1 million, whatever it is, and you leech a percentage of that. So basically, they're going to decide a number that says, okay, 1,000 life per second is the max you can leech. Now, you can scale that up. If you had 100% increased leech, that could be 2,000 life per second, but it's a flat number. So you're effectively scaling a flat amount of regen that's conditional on you hitting. That's what it is. That's literally, you're saying wrong, but you're retarded, right? When did they say this? During the Ziggity interview. They are deciding an arbitrary number, which will be the maximum. Now, we'll not scale with your max HP. It will not scale with all these other things. It's just like, you just hit for, as long as you hit for that damage amount, which all GG builds will hit for that damage amount, right? All GG builds will instantly hit life leech cap. And whatever that cap is a flat number. So it's going to be something like, whatever it is. He said a full invested character could do his people back in like 2 seconds or something, right? So it's going to be around 1,000. This is it. This is literally how it works. The fact you don't understand this is kind of funny. They're deciding a number, which I don't really like, because I kind of like leech scaling as a percentage of your max HP, and you can have like leech instances that could exist, and then you would get max leech. But I mean, I guess that's a person who understands how leech actually works in PoE 1, and I just like that leech system because I'm used to it. This new leech system is literally, chat, it's a conditional flat regen that you have to hit to use. That's what it is. Providing they have a GG character, bang, you hit for insane amounts of damage. Doesn't matter. You're capping leech whenever you hit. Now all that matters is, oh, GG have arbitrarily decided this is the maximum you can leech. You can scale that number up with percentage, but it's like, say the number is 1,233. That's the amount. So with zero, so if you just have leech chance with no leech scaling, you're going to heal for that exact number per second. That's literally how it works. Do you understand? So, and when I'm saying it's conditional regen, I don't know what to tell you. That's because they've dumbed it down to the point where it's now just regen on hit, which is fair enough. I mean, what is leech ultimately is just healing your life. It was more complicated, and there was different vectors that mattered. So like your max HP would be very important. So if you had a low max HP build, leech was a bad investment. Versus if you had a high max HP build, it was more worthy of investment. And you could do various ways of abusing it. It was convoluted. Well, it's convoluted. It was convoluted in PoE 1, but balanced. And then in PoE 2, it was simple but broken. So, and now we've got down to the point where it's just like conditional regen. Like, as long as you hit the enemy, you're gonna regen life. This amount of life that GG decides, we're 1,000 per second for the next 3 seconds. Fair enough.
Will still die.
That's what it is.
Every single piece of armor in the game can be upgraded this way. Even uniques. Some are just a strict...
Okay, boom. So he just gets 40 ward. Yep, okay. Okay.
upgrade, giving Runic Ward with no downside. Others are more
So we get 2,700 armor, right? Yep, 2,700 armor.
extreme, sacrificing defenses to get a much larger amount of Runic Ward.
So we lose 2,700 armor, but now we gain 995 wards. That's like gaining 900 life, by the way. That's kind of cray-cray. That's 900 flat life. I wonder what scaling we're gonna have on the tree for it, like, or like what, how, like, you know, how many ways are we gonna be able to scale ward? Like, you know, 1k. I mean, 1k life is a lot of life. It's a lot of life. It's a lot of life. It's reverse energy shield, right? Instead of like the energy shield sitting on top of your life, it's like energy shield that sits under your life. You know, what I'm saying, I'm wondering, like, are we gonna have things? Are we gonna have items that say your Runic Ward is increased by 20%? Are we gonna have things that say your Runic Ward regen rate is increased? Are we gonna have, like, what kind of mods are we gonna have to support it? Or is it just gonna be like, oh yeah, items have flat Runic Ward, and then it's just a default functionality of Runic Ward, and that's it? You know?
There are even some that add new modifiers to uniques entirely.
Okay, ignite magnitude. Runic Ward 35.
Making them much more viable for higher level play. Uniques entirely. There are even some that add new modifiers to uniques entirely.
I can look it up. Radiant Grief Reinforced Helmet. Oh, so it's gone to 200. So it's gone from 16. Wait, enemies ignited. Okay, so it's just permanent ignite and everything, doing 200. And then you get ignite magnitude as well. So you get double the base damage. But the main thing was for this helmet, right, was that it just conditionally met that ignite condition. So then you just always say ignite up. So then you could just instantly... Wait, I remember using this with the poison flask, right? You had that helmet on, and then you would just, like, throw poison clouds at them, and then they would just instantly explode because they were inside the fucking... They were ignited or some shit, right? That's how it would work. I remember using this to get to maps, actually, one time.
Making them much more viable for higher level play. But the Kalgurans use Runic Ward for more than just a defense. It can also be used to power many other magics.
Triskelion Cascade. Tap into the power of Triskelion Flame to empower the next spell that you cast. That affects an area around you or a target location. The empowered spell becomes centered on your location and targets 6 additional areas around you in a Triskelion pattern. 800% of empowered skills cast time to the skill's cooldown. Ah, that's a cool way of balancing it. Fair enough, okay. Maximum duration is 4 seconds. Less AoE, less damage. But I'm guessing it's shotguns, right?
Instead of using gems created from corruption, the Kalgurans used runes of power and fueled them with Runic Ward. Many of the options available from Remnant crafting are new types of Kalguran skills that exclusively spend Runic Ward to wreak havoc. An example is Triskelion Cascade. Using it will cause your next spell to be triggered multiple times in a Triskelion pattern. You can use it with skills like Ice Nova that you cast from yourself, or with something you target at a distance, like Comet.
Oh, this is totally... The GM design for this is totally white cards from STS2, bro.
There are also
Dead
skills
ass.
to modify existing effects using...
Frost Flame Nova. AoE Cold Fire Nova. Unleash a wave of volatile ice that feeds on flames. While the wave doesn't deal damage, the ice latches onto ignited enemies, refreshing the duration of their active ignite and rapidly freezing them, but preventing them from being ignited further until the ignite expires. Oh, so you put up like one big-ass potent ignite. It's like ticking away. Bang, you refresh the duration of the ignite, and then bang, they get frozen. Ooh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed.
runic magic, like Frost Flame Nova.
11 ward cost, by the way. Interesting. 11 ward cost. How do we have specifics on the ward? I guess we'll find out. I want to see how the ward regens.
Using this skill on a pack of burning enemies will transform the ignite into frost fire, both burning them and building up freeze at the same time.
My logic is this: is that the ward is going to regen when you have life. Maybe life regen applies to ward regen when you don't have. Maybe it's something like that. I'm just completely guessing. I'm just entirely guessing. Hollow Shell spell. Buff AoE Nova. Sacrifice your Runic Ward to send out an energy pulse that grants nearby allies guard. Huh. This pulse spends 100% of your Runic Wards to grant allies guard equal to 35% of Runic Wards spent. Pulse radius is 3 meters. Guard duration 6 seconds. The fuck would I want to do that? I guess to buff your minions or to be an Auracuck? The fuck would I... Fuck that.
Basic buffs like Hollow Shell that guards all nearby allies to more
I
complex.
don't think I'll use it. Yeah, okay, what's this? Mark of Repulsion. Mark a target with Veritaseum Rune, dealing damage to the enemy or killing it outright, causes the mark to activate, triggering an explosion to deal damage in an area and applying a significant knockback to other enemies near the marked target. Cooldown time 0.5 seconds, use time 0.5 seconds, cost 15 ward. Mark duration is 8 seconds. Activates when marked damage is dealt equal to 200% of its ailment threshold. Ah, interesting. So 200% damage of the ailment threshold. Boom. From any type. So it's like calculating. It's like an ailment that scales off all damage. What do you call this? Conflux ailment, basically. But just for the trigger condition. Trigger repulsion waves when activated. We can't see what repulsion wave actually does, though. So, like, that could be either an insane damage number, and it could actually be good, or it could be a dog shit damage number and be bad. Right? That's what it could be. What's this guy in chat typing right now? What are you typing in chat right now, you little bitch ass? Or I mean, if it does no damage and just does a knockback, it's gonna be ass. No one's gonna use it. Legit.
Complicated mechanics like the
Honestly, I feel like ignoring ward. You're definitely retard maxing if you ignore ward in the early game, because ward is just a free additional stat that makes your character objectively more powerful with no downside at the beginning. And then as you move up, they force you to trade off defenses to get ward. And at that point, you could just ignore ward. So if you use none of the ward skills and you're happy with your current defenses, you don't need to use it. But speaking as an armor character, this just seems like a really nice way of getting ES without having to get ES. I would trade armor for ES any day, as long as I don't have to do some condition. Like, 'cause the issue with ES is you got to regenerate it, and it's super annoying, and you got to invest into it on the tree and all this stuff. This is basically saying, hey, look, we're gonna give you fuck tons of ES for trading for defense, but you don't have to worry about investing into nose on the tree. You don't have to worry about recovering it, and it's just like you have massive EHP. I'm gonna be ward maxing. Okay, let me go to my PoE 2 build. Quinn's PoE 2 build. Ward maxing for real. It's like ES but reversed. Yeah, it's ES but reversed, and can be an ethical life character. Okay, there we go, we got it.
Mark of Repulsion that creates a mark capable of pushing away all nearby
Kill nobody.
enemies.
Kill nobody.
Instead of spending mana, like skill gems do, all these skills cost Runic Ward.
How's it regen?
And unlike gems, they don't have a color. This means that they don't care about attribute requirements, or what kind of weapon you use. These skills are designed to be used on any class, and so often
Do you think this is like them addressing a little bit like the feeling of the whole like your character being linked to a weapon too much, like your whole identity is you holding a mace? I think it's definitely it should help, right?
interact with mechanics that apply across many characters. By combining different runes together,
How many
the
skills do we actually
Kalgurans
get,
were
though?
able to support their runic abilities, and you can as well.
What is that?
There is
Whoa.
also to support their runic abilities, and you can as well.
Runic support gems. Runic infusion support gem. So it's not actually a support gem, it's support. It's cool. It's like you put it in the gem socket, but it's actually not a gem. Okay. Supports attacks, causing them to cost Runic Ward, but that deal additional physical damage based on their Runic Ward cost. Supporter skills cost an additional 20% of maximum Runic Ward. Supporter skills deal added physical damage equal to 50% of the Runic Ward cost. Ooh, Runic infusion, chat. Runic, big added flat damage when stacking ward. Could be good if using with some face breaker type shit. Wait, I don't know if we have face breakers in PoE 2. I can't remember.
There is
You know what I mean? Type shit, right?
also a set of runic supports that can be
you know what I'm saying.
combined with regular skill gems in interesting ways. Concussive Runes allows you to add these
Supports a triggered. Supports a trigger. Wait. Okay. Concussive runes supports attacks, causing runic shockwave to erupt under enemies. They heavy stun. Ugh. I'm being dead ass with you right now, Chad. I hate all that shit, which is like conditional heavy stun. I hate that. I don't mind it. Like, I don't mind if it's just free built into an ability. If it's built in, I'll fuck with it. Like, it's just free additionally on top of your ability. Like, some shit happens with heavy stuns. But I don't like making whole builds around some weird condition. You just have to do some shit during a stun window. You know what I'm saying? The shockwave costs Runic Ward and will not trigger if you do not have enough Runic Ward. Main concussive runes. Bone shatter. Shockwave. Was it shockwave? What's that other thing called? What's that fucking thing called? Is it called shockwave, chat? Fisher? No, what's that one called where it does an AoE pulse around the bone shatter when it heavy stuns? Aftershock? No. You know what I'm talking about, dude. There's a support gem that you put on bone shatter every time and it makes it like twice as effective. Impact shockwave. Yeah, that's what it's called. I wonder what that's gonna be like. It's like you're just basically double shockwaving, bro.
Concussive shockwaves to any skill that stuns. While Runic Infusion lets you spend ward
What's that skill? This is the one that you just showed a second ago, bro.
To directly empower the damage on any skill. Now, there are other quests during the campaign too that unlock even more interesting crafting methods. Buried deep in the jungle in Act 3, you can find the Mystic Refuge, containing even more secrets for Pharaoh to learn from. Using this knowledge, he gains the ability to reforge unique weapons.
This is crazy.
With this tech,
Chris Wilson would never. He would never. 129 to 238. Wait, what? Chat. What the fuck does a GG2 endo look like in Path of Exile? I need to log into Path of Exile 2. Oh shit, look at this. The new Steam fucking picture, dude. I'm logging in. I wanna look at like what a fucking GG item. I just cause these numbers obviously PoE 2. To make it log in, right? Surely. I still can't log into the game? Bruh. Really? Maybe I need to go to Australia servers. Maybe Auckland servers are bricked. Okay, cool. Thorn Daddy Reborn. Who's gonna actually have a weapon on, chat? Clown Week. Why are there none of them have got weapons on? Dog Blast? Hypothetical. Why have none of them got weapons on? What? I'm confused. Oh, they're like a druid or some shit. Okay, wait. Oh my god, bro. Where are we at? I need to get my Path of Exile keybinds on, bro. Where are we at? Path of Exile keybinds, bro. Nope. PoE 2. Oh, bro, I feel so weird. Okay. This was a hideout. Okay, cool. Alright, so wait, what the fuck? Oh, dude, that's right. You get this extra bag. It's so good. Okay, so wait. This is like a weapon. So 200 to 500 would be considered a good weapon, yeah, chat? Yeah, +5 to all attacks. +5 to all attacks. Fizz damage hybrid, fizz damage hybrid, fizz. What? Why is the damage not... Is it because it's Abyss? Oh, it's because it's an Abyss mod. It doesn't seem to combinate. So that's like a 80 plus 60. 8 plus 6, quick maths. 14. 140% fizz damage. Look on trade. Okay, I just wanted to get an idea. So that 280, 500 is like a... Oh, and then it's also got runes in it that increase the damage. So, but this thing hasn't got anything in it yet, right? So you could double socket it and increase it. And then you can quality it. So wait, that thing there would be like 238. Where at? Like 238. Where at? Like a 1.29. Plus 238. Divide by 2. Times by 1.2. Times by 1.2. Was it 1.2? That would be 1.2, right? That's being pretty conservative, I feel like. 264. Multiply by... It's got 1 APS. 264 DPS. 264 DPS. Okay. 264 DPS versus this thing. This thing's way higher, bro. What? This thing is way higher. 289. $526 DPS. What? So that's not really a super strong in-game item or anything. Although then again, it does. You do get an additional aftershock, which is quite potent. So it's like a 400 DPS weapon. I mean, if you had it at level 33, you're gonna go crazy there, right? You have that shit at level 33, you're gonna be like, oh shit. I mean, that's gonna be kind of cool, right? The fact that you'll be able to have... Yeah, I mean, that's going to be cool, isn't it? Having an item that's, like, really good level 33. Do I have my bags? Wait, have I got that? Where are we? Cosmetics? What's the current league, chat? I don't get the current league. I want to see what my bank has. Wait, are all my guys dead in PoE 2 or what? What the hell happened? Did I just kill him off as a meme or what? Pretty good. Okay, so yeah, what did I have?
When I heard a leak that the card game this year is going to be like the Battle Royale mode. So, buddy, I'm going to come up to you day one, stream snipe you, pick you up, take your cards, little gup.
Nah, nope. I'm going to deny. You're not. I'm going to deny you. You will be denied. 150 to 250 kids. So that one, I put this into pretty good. And that one here is like... Oh, I don't even have weekend PoE trade for PoE 2, do I? 150 plus 272. Divided by 2. Multiplied by 1.25. Oh. Still, wait, what the hell? That mace actually beats that. That level 33 mace beats this. Look at this, a level 6-7 Trillium Spear. It's a 100 to 149, right? No quality, no gem sockets. 129 to 238. Now it's a two-hander versus a one-hander, but still. Okay, look, I got a two-hander versus two-hander here, chat. It's not a very good one. But still, level 59. Chat, level 59. Let's get to 143. That's not even count. I mean, dude, this is actually very strong then. So basically, chat. Notes. Notes. Getting a low-level unique whip that is viable for your character and upgrading it via Delirium is probably gear worth.
Technique. Many low-level unique weapons can be upgraded to do significantly more damage. Now,
Okay, so this is the Runeforging Channeling Talisman. 111 to 174. Gain 1 druidic power, so every 20 total rage spend. Enemies in your range have 100. Yeah, so this is going to be nuts. That's going to be giga cast speed with heaps of flat damage.
we've been able to take a bunch of uniques that had interesting modifiers, but were not in-game viable, and give them a bit of a boost to get there. And it's not just low-level uniques. All Kalguran
So a level 84 unique gets changed to a level 84 unique. And what do you get here? It's got just more damage, just elevated. 5 base crit, 15 reload speed. When you reload, Gemini Surge alternatively gains 2 cold surge, 5 cold surges. Wait, I don't get, so it doesn't change the level on it, it just makes it strictly better. I guess they're just adding a step. I don't get it. It's not changing it like fundamentally, and it's just making it objectively better for no trade-off. Is that just? I mean, that's just a step in the process. I guess you just got to do it. You just got to do it, bro. It is what it is. You just got to do it. Fair enough. I mean, it's a little bit like, well, what's the point of doing this one? I get the one where one's low level and then one's higher level. That makes sense. This seems like a little bit D4-ish, but fuck it, send it.
uniques are able to be runeforged this way too.
Well, this is not a choice, chat. The other one is a choice. This is like, oh, this is the only one. You will never use the downgraded version. You will always upgrade it.
And they can do some pretty interesting things. Like Searle's
Okay. 3 sockets. Oh, so this one's going crazy. This one's going crazy. Maximum quality is 40. Maximum quality is 40. Flat damage. Bigger range. Strength roll seems the same. Skills which empower attack have a 30% chance to not count that attack. Cool. So you don't even consume enough power. 40 to 80 physical tokens per runic plate. What the fuck? So so this one here is not D4 design. This one here does something different entirely, right? Because this is instead of protective rune, this is runic plate. So this is like not D4 design. The other one was D4 design. This one is like this is actually, yeah, okay. So you got to some builds use this one, some builds use this one. Oh, this one does look like way more potent with the 40% thing.
Grit, a new unique, which when runeforged can get one of several different outcomes. Now, there is still so much more that
Okay, bunch of things we don't know what they are.
you can craft with remnants. There are also
Okay, armor, 20% increase Runic Ward. That's going to be local, right? So that and a brass dome is going to go hard. So you have like, what was it, 900 ward, right? So that's literally 200 flat life. That's going to be sick. That's going to be nuts. How many sockets can you get in an armor piece? And I'm logged into the game, right? I'll know by checking my character. Dawn Daddy. I got 2. I got 2 here, chat, apparently. So maybe 3? With 4 exceptional. Okay, so wait, there's sometimes you get like a base that has an additional rune socket. And then you can corrupt it for another one. So if you had 4 and a brass dome, can a brass dome drop with an additional rune socket? Or do you have to get the base and then you have to chance orb it to a brass dome and then from there? Oh wow, that's never gonna happen, but still. So it could be 80% runic ward on a brass dome. So it could be 800 flat life basically, additionally, on top of the 1,000 flat life. Pretty fucking strong.
100 new runes.
Armor. Every 4 seconds, gain guard equal to 20% of maximum runic ward for 2 seconds. I hate that, man. I hate that, dude. I hate that when it's like inconsistent. The second it's inconsistent, I don't like it. Why does it go? I mean, I get it's This is like kind of semi-recovery, right? Because then the guard would absorb damage and mitigate damage, and it'd allow you to heal and stuff. And maybe it's like, I mean, it's just supplemental, right? Limited to 1. I mean, that's gonna be if you're doing Runic Ward, it's gonna be very good regardless, right? Warding rune protection. I just wish it was like 10% and every 4 seconds gain a guard equal to it for 4 seconds. Am I crazy for that? I would take half the power for 100% uptime versus like the shit where it's like regenerate 10% of your life every 2 seconds or whatever, every 5 seconds. It's like technically on average very strong, but I will never use it because it's inconsistent. You know? You got that's I just
as well as many other new crafting currents.
+1 to all maximum elemental rares while on full Runic Ward. Limited to 1. It's limited to 1 shit, bro. It's pissing me off. I mean, +1 max rares, though. A little bit of min-maxing for your gear. Fair enough.
This is the runes of Elder
Tower shields, 8% attack speed if you've blocked recently. Okay.
after all. And some of these
Quarter staves, 25% immobilization build-up. Okay.
runes have quite powerful effects.
Staves have a 20% chance. You can understand, this is going to beat, like, percent damage, by the way. 20% chance to create an additional remnant. So that's like for the Chayula monks, right?
For example, this
martial weapon, when socketed to... martial weapon, wand, or staff. When socketed, transform all fire and lightning mods into an equivalent core modifier. That's interesting. This
elemental
is
conversion
cool.
rune will convert all the existing mods on a non-unique weapon from one element
cool.
to another. Using it, you could combine a weapon with all 3 elemental damage mods into a single element.
That's cool. That's a cool ass weapon, dude. It's an interesting weapon.
Making a weapon with massive amounts of cold damage. There is
like
also
this
a rune
turbo
that lets you
conversion.
destroy your rune socket.
Destroy all augments sockets on the item to create a dual socket. Gloves.
To turn them into a dual socket on your item.
And that like super strong. Isn't a dual socket generally speaking better than a rune socket? I guess it depends on the build, right? But that seems really good. I mean, I wonder how rare that's gonna be. I mean, a dual socket's just so strong. It's like an abyss socket, dude. 2% damage recount, critical damage bonus, energy shield. Fucking ES cucks, bro.
And there are even crafting meta
Can roll chronomancy modifiers.
runes that can unlock new types of mods when used with regular crafting. For example, this rune of chronomancy will unlock a set of time-related mods to be crafted on your boots.
Yo, am I crazy? Like this, I get this in PoE 1, but in PoE 2, like, what? Like, in PoE 1, you had that thing, and you put it in, right? And then you can just roll, because you have tons of currency to do that. But in PoE 2, it's not like you can cast, like, wait, do I misremember? In PoE 2, it's more like you can't alt spam, and then your cast orbs are, like, specific. It's like add, remove. You're gonna know all high and cast spam. But you know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I crafted a bunch of gear in PoE 1. I get this is like it's like meta crafting, but with a socket instead. But then you don't really have the tools you have in PoE 1 to like kind of spam it out and to actually get a good outcome. You're so cool. You're not understanding what I'm saying? What I'm saying in PoE 2, do you really have the tools to actually do this? Like, what is 10 castles gonna do? It's gonna do fucking nothing, bro. Like, what the fuck is 10 castles gonna do? So basically, you're gonna get the way you're gonna do this, chat, is you're gonna get a GG item drop. That's almost done. Yeah, right? You're gonna finish it so it's really nice. Okay, now you've got a really nice item. Then you're gonna socket one of these metacrafting runes in, and then you're gonna chaos slam it and hope it lands the chronomancy mod that you want on the mod that you want to remove. Like, it doesn't say your next Chaos Orb guarantee rolls chronomancy mods. It says it can roll it. Maybe there's an omen that says you will only roll, like, socketed rune mods or something. I don't know. Maybe there's some weird shit. Like, it's not like you can guarantee. I don't know. It seems like there might be an omen that supports this. Because without omens, I don't see it. Again, though, I've not really done that much. Like, my PoE 2 crafting was like Wait, what did I used to do, Chad? It was like, I'd get an item that was pretty good. I'd do an Abyss mod, and then I would do like a targeted slam thing. And then I would just call it a day. Socket that shit and just put it on. Right? Yeah. I was a campaign enjoyer. I'm a campaign enjoyer in PoE 2 right now because I can't get behind the endgame yet. So I just have never got that hard into PoE 2 endgame because of just PoE 2 endgame puts me to sleep so hard. But I can, like, don't get me wrong, I can see the potential and I can extrapolate out how insanely good the campaign is and how good the gameplay is when it's working. And I'm like, dude, this is going to be the best game ever made. It's just right now the endgame's dog shit, which is 0.5 is going to change all that, right? It's going to change all that. 0.5 is going to be fixing the endgame.
Once placed inside, use regular crafting orbs to attempt to get new mods like cooldown
is this really what you're doing, dude? Is this really what we're doing?
speed or increased skill effect duration.
It's like, this crafting's crazy, bro. I mean, 23% cooldown recovery rate with movement speed is crazy.
You can also create...
Removes a random modifier. Okay, wait. Removes a random modifier and augments a rare item with the new guaranteed modifier. Okay, ring. Maximum Runic Ward. Amulet. 6% increase maximum Runic Ward. Or 10% increase maximum. Interesting. The Runic. We got some Runic Ward build scaling here.
a new type of currency called...
Removes a random modifier and augments a rare item with a guaranteed modifier. 20% increased chance to inflict damage. Okay.
alloys. Using regular metal...
Removes a random modifier and augments a rare item. So it's all this remove slam shit, right? Gloves. Remnants can be collected from 50% further away. But I mean, that seems OP for that Chayula monk, right? Body armor. Increased presence area effect. That's all the presence space skills. Mana cost efficiency. That seems pretty fucking strong. Boots. Temporary minion skills have +1 limit to minion summon. That seems strong as well for minion cooks.
alloyed with Verisium. New modifiers not normally available.
Same shit. Remove slam, cast speed, attack speed. Flasks. Gain flasks per second. Shield or focus. Increase totem placement speed.
Can be directly crafted onto your items. Using imbued alloy could improve your ailment damage, for example. There are honestly so many options here that unlock all sorts of crazy crafting projects. So I think people will be experimenting with these for a long time. Once you get to King's March in Act 4, Pharaoh finally meets Danig, a real Kalguran runesmith. And riddled with excitement, he wants to learn how to merge modern Kalguran techniques with the ancient knowledge that he has found. From here on, Pharaoh joins in the Kalguran expeditions that Danig has been leading. With the ancient knowledge that Pharaoh brings to the table, the Kalguran expeditions that Danig has been going on will change significantly. For those of you who haven't played it, the Expedition League mechanic involves carefully placing explosives, uncovering the buried dead, and recovering Verisium from them. By choosing where to place the explosives, you can choose which kind of challenges you would like to face, or rewards you would like to claim. But unlike before, expeditions now contain the remnants from Runes of Eldur, allowing you to do some specific crafts along the way using the new League crafting mechanic.
I mean, this does seem way less AIDS, right? It's basically like going through an expedition and you just picking the essence that you want on the way, right? It's like yeah. It's way less like, oh fuck, I gotta go around the whole map. I mean, who's seen me do a logbook before, Chad? Oh, I did that on. You only know that if you've been watching me on Sheep Farmer, because I would only do logbooks on Sheep Farmer because it was so fucking boring. It was like, I log into the logbook, I fucking run around the whole map. I'm fucking, I have to find the one that says duplicates runic monsters. I have to find the one that says, more artifact shit coming out of, like, chests. And then you have to path to those ones first, and then repath your whole fucking thing around. I hope that's not the case. I mean, it might still be the case, by the way. You might have to run into the logbook and then run around the map, looking for like a 5 rune that you hit first, which empowers all the other ones after which. And it might be, and then, you know, you might have to do the same shit. If you have to do that, that's going to be kind of sad. You know? Of course it will be like that. Yeah, actually, the more I think about it, maybe it's still going to be the same shit. It might still be cooked like that, actually. Whatever, dude. I mean, if Expedition shit, I just won't do it that much. Dude, it is what it is.
One very important difference from
Still,
the
though,
simple remnant encounter.
you don't have to worry about some stupid shit being like, oh, this whole area's like I gotta like this. You don't have to worry about like the monsters overwhelm your physical damage reduction. Like 100% of it. Monsters don't take this damage. Monsters just fucking kill you. You have like 15. They have like 27% penetration.
Though, is that the
Like surely, right? These things aren't gonna have that on the rune, right? Surely.
empowerment?
And before like the exact same mods exist just on rune form, so now you have to, instead of like just reading one line of text, you got to go over every single rune. Dude, I'm holding out, chat. I'm worried about this expedition mechanic. It might be. They could have actually made it worse. Although they have said there's not going to have immunities already. Ziggy already asked, is there going to be immunities? And they already said no in the interview, so...
That the remnants grant apply to every monster down the explosive line for the rest of the encounter, stacking together. This can lead to some pretty extreme situations. If you stack too many remnants, you might be in for a fight beyond your abilities, but the rewards can be very worth it. Each mod on the monster is improving the items
that
that
don't have hitboxes. What's
they
going
can
on?
drop. Can be very worth. You might be in for a fight beyond your abilities, but the rewards
This is just, they haven't finished coding it, right? All the mobs seem to have phasing and they're all stacking on top of each other.
can be very worth it.
Look at these mobs. They're just not caring about,
Each
there's
mod
no
on the
weight to
monster
them.
is improving the items that they can drop.
I think they're still coding it.
Once you get to the end game, you will find
You
that
can go back and look at the VOD, I can't be fucked, but basically the mobs are all phasing on top of each other, which is not something that happens in PoE 2.
the Atlas has changed
PoE 1.
substantially. To the south,
think it's still
you
coding.
will now find the coastline of Rayclast, with the ocean beyond.
Go watch it.
King's
Feel
March
free.
has not fared well after the
CBF.
Cataclysm, and lays in ruins. Rog's shop has been destroyed,
No!
but he is much more concerned about his wife, Gwenin. He would like to launch an
Wog is hidden Gwenin?
expedition deep into the ocean to find her. And this begins a new
Damn.
major mechanic for expedition, exploring the ocean. Previously, a logbook was a single encounter. Now, using a logbook, you can send ships to explore an area of the ocean to the southeast, uncovering a range of islands to begin your search for Gwenin. You can hop from island to island, doing many new encounters. There are islands with expeditions, grand expeditions,
That's a logbook, by the way.
new bosses, and all sorts of other unique things to find.
It sounds kind of cool.
Eventually,
go
you will find the island that Gwenin has been holed up on. It turns out that she has found the tomb of an ancient Kalgura.
What a queen.
Medved. While she appreciates you coming to her rescue, she is still keen to blow open the doors of the vault and take whatever you can find inside.
Just jump down, bro.
It's just a shame that Medved isn't as dead as you previously assumed.
He's been reworked a bit, right? With some new mechanics and shit, surely. Looks the same.
Now, after you have defeated Medved, you will find another logbook. And this time, you can use it to choose which direction you want to explore. The ocean is vast and contains a huge number of new islands to find. With each logbook, you can explore one sector
It's looking for any sort of Easter egg here. No, not seeing anything too crazy.
and you can go as deep as you like.
Hell yeah.
There are all sorts of interesting objects to uncover and dungeons to explore. Many of the islands have expeditions with totally new mechanics.
Fishing! Yo, what the? Oh my god. Bro, I didn't even catch that.
So, for example, islands have expeditions
Dude, what is that? Dude, that's so troll. Dude, they're trolling. They're trolling, bro. They're trolling with the fishing.
with totally new mechanics.
What?
So, for example, here is a volcanic island with voltaxic sulfite. Blowing up the sulfite will unleash extra waves of enemies. But there is also this wall with a suspicious light coming from behind it. On blowing it open, a giant ogre comes out, and he is determined to eat as much sulfite as possible. The more sulfite mounds that you have blown up, the more empowered and the more rewarding he will become. These islands contain all sorts of little secrets that you can find and blow up. Free trapped wisps.
Bro, have they made that mechanic not dog shit yet? Because, like, every time I try that wisp shit, it just makes the mobs rippy as fuck. And then there's, like, no, I just don't. It seems disproportionately more difficult with, like, hardly any extra reward. So I just fucking skip them. I've just, like, the entirety of PoE 2, I've just skipped them now. Like, what are they? I've tried them at the start of every league, and then I hate them every single time. And then I just say, yep, I'm not doing that again. And I just don't do it. But maybe... Who doesn't skip wisps? Yeah, like, he's talking like his wisps are actually cool and fun now, because I fucking hate these wisps. There's that one wisp zone with like 20 wisps. I'm like, dude, I just run through the zone instantly and get out the other side and just never go back there again.
Blow open root doors. Even
like, it's opportunity cost. Like, to get me doing a lead mechanic, like, if it's super rippy and super aids and fuck all rewards, basically my brain says, nope, I don't want to do it. Like, it doesn't matter. It could be, like, really fun gameplay or something, but I still said, nope. It makes it super rippy and I get hardly any reward. Why would I? Like, my brain just does the calculations and says, no. I think I don't want to do that, GGG.
Raise ancient precursor technology.
You know?
And, of course, more bosses. There are more and further vaults to blow up, and one of them in particular is pretty important. The Tomb of Uhtred, the Star Drinker.
So this is the penultimate boss, right? Not the pinnacle.
Uhtred was responsible for calling down the meteors of Elysium, which the Kalgurans used to power their ancient magic. And upon defeating him, he calls down a truly gigantic one into the ocean nearby.
That's fucking cool. That's fucking cool.
On visiting it, you find that it is shrouded by a strange energy emanating from the Verisium core of the meteor within. There is something growing in there, and it can't be anything good.
Right.
In order
Actually, it was a giant spider. We've seen it. We've seen it. He showed it. They showed us there was a big spider inside there.
to gain entry, Danik suggests that the Triskelion Flame, an ancient Kalguran artifact that can absorb and cancel the effects of Verisium magic, could be used to enter.
It's Lavos. I don't understand what Lavos is, guys. What is that? Is this some sort of Final Fantasy reference?
But to find it, you will need to locate the Tomb of Olroth, leader of the Knights of the Sun.
I don't know what
Defeat him and gain access to whatever eldritch nightmare is growing inside. Now, we're not going to spoil the boss, but one thing you should know
already
is that
did.
the Verisium that makes up the core of the meteor is of a quality that has not been available
Maybe the spider's a mini boss. But wait, that looks
for millennia.
Nah, dog, that's the same fucking thing that had the spider in it, bro.
Bringing
It
this
was
to
the spider.
Pharaoh and Danik should allow them to forge some objects of power. The create
Whoa. So special uniques that come from that zone only. What is this? 1% max Elirez. Okay, 800 armor, 190 energy shield. Ooh, armor ES. That's, dude, I love that. It's like my favorite archetype, bro. 100% increased spell damage. Ooh. 70% of damage taken from hits bypass the energy shield. The energy shield is below half. Interesting. Lose all runic bindings when you shapeshift to gain equal amount of unbound potential. Gain 1 runic binding with hit on spells, no more than 1 to 3 seconds. This is some sort of like shape-shifting, like spellcock chest piece. The fuck?
of which has been lost to time.
With the dragon build?
So that's the League, and there is a lot going on. To sum all that up, there is a new encounter with over 30 new monster types and over 30 new rune modifiers to enhance them. You can create more than 100 new
We saw
runes to
this.
craft your gear, as well as dozens
Saw
of
this.
other new currency items.
Saw that.
And there are new quests added to the campaign to unlock even more new crafting options. Runeforging armors.
What happened there? Ah, Runic Ward 99. Okay, yeah, seen.
Upgrading uniques.
Okay, that's the weapon we already saw.
Dozens of new Kalguran skills and supports. Tons of new islands to discover by exploring the ocean. 5 new bosses, including a new pinnacle boss.
See, we weren't going to spoil it, and then they fucking spoil it. Like, what are you...
And a bunch of new uniques to top it off. But there is still a ton more to come. It's time to talk about the massive changes to the endgame. But for that, I'll hand it back to Jonathan.
Yo.
Now, as Mark hinted at before, the endgame atlas is very different now, and the ocean to the south is the least of the changes. The entire area around your starting location is now teeming with new questlines and things to discover.
Ooh.
Will you investigate the strange forest to the west? The cracks in the earth to the east? Or perhaps visit the ruins of a vile...
So passing chance means it's not just 100, it can go to 150 or 200 or 270. If you had 270% chance to fire an additional arrow, you would fire 2 additional arrows with 70% chance of firing an additional arrow.
city in the north. The atlas now has fixed points of interest at specific locations, giving you specific objectives that are easy to find.
Wrong. Shut the fuck up, NGZ Pro.
Like before though, no matter which objective you choose, going to towers to see what's out there is always a good idea. The first time you do that though, something new happens. The earth shakes, and a gigantic fortress rises from the earth. A remnant of the ancient precursor civilization.
The original looks strong.
The cataclysm of the beast has caused an ancient protocol to be invoked. Should corruption ever take hold to this degree, the world must be scoured and purged of corruption. You will need to make your way into the fortress and activate the gates.
Why are we stopping him? He's the good guy. Why are we stopping him? Like he's trying to save the world by scouring everything. I mean, yeah. So we got to die to a giant angel of death, right? He's like, but it is what it is. He's a good guy.
Gain the keys to reach these ancient precursor weapons and disarm them. But this will be no easy task. The fortress has many areas to explore and many new things to find. You will power up ancient machines, fight new and deadly foes,
Okay.
discover many new areas, and uncover some dark secrets.
Okay.
Now, the Fortress is the first of the new full endgame storylines that we're adding in 050, and there's a lot going on with it. But not only that, it has some pretty cool new mechanics as well. The areas inside the Fortress are special. Many of them have new mechanics or rewards that they grant.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Inside the Fortress
Area, essence packs in area contain additional rare monster.
are special.
Essence packs. Does that mean you double? Does that mean you get double rares out of each essence? Is that what it's saying?
Many of them have new mechanics or rewards that they grant.
All rare monsters are essence monsters. Okay.
Like this map, where all the rares are contained in essence crystals. Or this one, which
It's
replaces
scarab.
all monster packs in the area with
So
strongboxes.
it's just scarab effects, right?
Or this one, which spawns an Asmeri spirit that always moves on from a rare after you kill it, allowing you to chase it through the entire map.
Dude, imagine doing these Asmeri spirits and you're like that Asmeri spirit cook, and then you have all these little spirit effects going off, but they're actually things that kill you, but it just looks like your own attacks. Yo, you're cooked.
Now, just like the normal areas of the Atlas, you'll need to fight the map boss of each area to complete the map.
Why are we watching this again? This guy just asked why we're watching this again. Dude, like, have you ever watched me? How the fuck are you a sub, pussy ass bitch? How the fuck are you even a sub? Did you even watch my fucking stream, bro? Have you never seen a fucking deep dive? Have you never seen a fucking deep dive in your life? Like when we deep dive 69 where I'm from. I deep dived to your mom's house the other day.
But unlike a normal map, The ones in the fortress each contain precursor nodes after the boss.
Okay.
And activating these nodes will give you points for the new and improved Atlas passive tree.
Okay, so what? New and improved Atlas passive
After
tree.
the boss. And activating these nodes will give you points
So when a monster is possessed by a sacred spirit, it is also possessed by another random spirit.
for the new and improved Atlas passive tree. Now, we had an Atlas passive tree before, but it was one of the areas of the endgame that just wasn't up to scratch.
Sucked.
The Atlas
ass.
tree now works
Fed to the increased precursor tower reveal radius.
quite a lot differently. We have significantly
As merry spirits may seek out and possess strong boxes.
upgraded the kind of mechanics that you can find on the Atlas tree.
Or show that one.
Like this
Rogue Exiles have a chance to flee to adjacent maps and upgrade their equipment.
one.
This one's crazy. This is crazy.
Gives a chance to make rogue exiles you fight retreat from combat and move to an adjacent map. Before you fight them again, they'll upgrade their gear and come back with a grudge this time. There are also a lot of nodes that combine mechanics together in
Those
new
already?
ways, like this one which lets Asmeri spirits possess strongboxes. All the regular monsters that come out of them are touched by the spirit, and the rares are all possessed, giving you some incredible loot potential.
Looks kind of rippy, dude, not gonna lie. It's very rippy.
You get points from every single area you complete in the fortress, and unlike before, that means you can allocate the entire Atlas tree. Yes, this whole tree can be yours. This change is pretty important, since it allows us to be able to create many types of
As a div, this is interesting, Jen. I gotta write something down. Okay, my bad. Huh? Fuck. The fuck does Discord mean when it's red? The fuck does it mean when your message is red? What does that mean if your message is red when you send a message? Discord servers are down? Didn't send. Huh? Outage. Oh, what the fuck? Discord's down right now. What the fuck? Dude, I'm trying to do some dev shit right now, bro, and I fucking can't do some dev shit. Alright, well, fix your servers, Discord.
bonuses that we wouldn't have been able to create before. Like this one, which gives a chance for cities to be invaded by another faction, and can even allow it to contain 2 faction leaders, allowing you to get 2 crisis fragments. If we'd done this kind of thing on the old tree, we would have wanted to spec into it before running a city map, then unspec out of it before running anything else.
That was turbo
With full
retarded.
allocation, we can have cool bonuses like these. Now obviously we still want to make sure that you have choices that define your in-game Atlas build. So many nodes in the Atlas tree are now multi-choice. Everyone will get the node, but which bonus you choose to use is up to you. Do you want your
I'm gonna be going easy mode Atlas, bro. I'm gonna. Well, the thing, right? I think everyone's gonna do it, right? You're gonna start off when your character's weak, make an easy mode, and then when your character becomes a god, then you're gonna switch it to make it harder. Areas of the powerful map boss contain additional essence, contain a summoning circle, contain a rogue exile. It's a good exile max.
powerful boss maps to contain more essences, summoning circles, or rogue exiles? But there's also nodes that contain more unusual things. So for example, on this node you can choose. Do you want to give a chance for shrines to instead be given to the map boss in the area, making them more challenging but dropping special loot? Or would you rather give a chance to be given a shrine buff before entering boss arenas, making for an easier fight?
Shrine for myself.
Now, I could probably nerd out about cool stuff in the tree all day, but we should probably get back to the fortress. Now, one of the really
I hope those choices are compelling enough, right? I hope they really are some big dick things. Like, you know, we get some real. I hope they're not just all super like, cause that shrine thing, like whatever, a little exile here or there, whatever. I hope it feels like you're making an Atlas tree, you know.
important things we wanted to do was make it so that all the boss fights in the endgame are now accessible with a quest line. That means that to fight the Arbiter of Ash for the first time, you don't need to get lucky by finding keys. They will be in fixed locations and there's a quest to get them. But the Arbiter of Ash is no longer the pinnacle of Path of Exile 2. For that, you'll need to travel into the very center of the fortress. An incredible challenge awaits you should you choose to go there.
This guy looks sick. The fact you can descend is cool.
After the storyline, you still unlock keys for pinnacle bosses in the usual way, exploring the world and finding the keys required to get to them. But we have added a lot more interesting things to find out there as well. There are now all sorts of mechanics that can spawn on maps in the wilderness. For example, some maps might spawn as a rogue exile hunting ground, containing multiple rogue exiles who are there to hunt rare beasts. You might come upon them in the middle of a fight and be able to take out both of them.
I like the idea of that, like cool zones with super unique mods that make a map completely different to your normal map, so that you get like a crazy map every now and then. That's exciting and you can invest into and be like, yo, this is gonna be nuts. Like that's fun, and you gotta like, explore for them. Like that's badass. Now, is this gonna result in us like getting those insane maps early and then being like, well, I don't want to run that yet because I need to get full precursor tablets and then juice up the fucking thing to the absolute maximum when it's T16? I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't get too degenerate, but yeah. I mean, this does seem like a good idea.
A map of champions that makes all the natural inhabitants of the area into magic monsters.
Like, could this be some shit where multiplayer cucks, they all find one of these crazy maps with one of these crazy mod things, and then they do like a rotation where they all go into their own map, Atlas, and they recreate the group to then go do that crazy mod? Yeah, I mean, fuck them. Dude, if they want to do that, they can do that.
Or this one that causes all shrines in the area to release as merry spirits when used. Once you have explored and found your keys, you can return to fight the pinnacle in the fortress again. But this version of him will be harder. And not only that, he will have new unique rewards as well.
Whoa.
Each time you fight him, you get the ability to activate one section of the fortress. And any maps that you didn't finish there will be automatically completed, giving you all the Atlas points.
Wait, okay.
Any maps that you...
Sorry, okay, I didn't quite understand. Okay, so wait, you go to this place, you get to a wall, there's some maps in there that are kind of weird. You get to this... You zerg to this thing, you get like a piece, you get a piece, then you go back to here, you go up, you kill him, and then what? It completes the rest of the maps you didn't do. So chat. Wait, so... What I'm saying is this, right? So, like, this here, for example, what is this? Because I don't quite... Because why don't it shoot off to the one to the side? Control V. Hello? Well, I'll do a print screen, maybe? Okay, it's just lagging. Interesting. My paint is lagging, chat. My paint is lagging. So, wait. So, you go... You clear this thing. You clear this thing. Then you go back to here. You fight that guy. And then Bazinga, it just correct, or that's what it is.
Didn't finish time you fight him, you get the ability to activate one section of the fortress, and any maps that you didn't finish there will be automatically completed, giving you all the Atlas points. So if you're the type of player who doesn't want to explore the fortress, and instead just race out into the infinite...
So you zap the place you'd already been. So you beat the fucking tower guy, and then you zap a place you'd already been. I don't quite understand it. Bazinga maxing.
Atlas. You still have a way to get all those points.
I don't quite... Wait, you zap you can pick a section to zap that you've already been at, and then it completes that section that you didn't finish. So it's just your big-ass place. So you just got multiple sections to zap. How did he choose that in the video? I want to see that.
The fortress completed. One section of the fortress. And any maps that you didn't finish there will be automatically ability. He will have new unique rewards as well.
So you kill them.
Each time you fight him, you get the ability to activate...
I see. So these little circles, that's a different part of the fortress, each one of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 6 sections of the fortress. I see. And that's how you choose which one. So after you beat him, you click a button and then bzing, it zaps one. And then that just fully completed that zone.
New unique rewards as well.
That's literally what he does. Look,
each time you fight
he runs over down here. Oh, is there even more?
him, you get the ability to activate one section of the fortress.
Wait, there's actually... No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 thingies.
And any maps that you didn't finish there will be automatically completed, giving you all the Atlas points. So if you're the type of player who doesn't want to explore the fortress, and instead just race out into the infinite Atlas, you still have a way to get all those points. So that's the Origins of Divinity storyline. It's a huge amount
I'm going to vibe check it, right? I'm going to go there and just start clearing it out. It feels really hard. I won't zerg past. If it's like super trivial, super easy, and like the fortress is like whatever, I'll just zap it. You know?
new content with a ton of new areas, 5 new bosses, including a pinnacle, with a bunch of new unique items. But not only that,
What the
it
fuck
also
is
completely revamps the Atlas tree and includes a ton of new map mechanics that you can find both inside and outside the fortress. But this is just one of the new storylines. So let's talk about the next one now, Masters of the Atlas. Now earlier we talked about how the multi-choice nodes in the tree allow you to still have an in-game Atlas build, but we didn't think that was quite enough. You have an Ascendancy class for your passive tree, why not an Ascendancy class for your Atlas tree? Well, that's where the Masters of the Atlas come in.
Bro.
Throughout Rayclast are many opportunities for those with the skills to find them. Atlas Masters are willing to train you in these skills if you're able to help them in return. One such master is Jado, a member of the Order of the Jinn, an organization that secures powerful artifacts to prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. Jado will send you on missions to investigate strange occurrences on the Atlas and recover the artifacts causing them. And for each one you recover, he will gain more trust in you and teach you more ways of...
I like it as the characters from the campaign, and I like you know Doriani's one, and you know you interact with them, you talk to them, and then now they're an Atlas guy as well in the end game.
Order of the Jinn.
Cool.
At level 1,
Okay, strong box in you have a 100% chance to be unique. 100% increase the amount of rare chests in your maps. Okay.
you could choose to massively increase the chance for rare and unique chests, or make it
Map bosses drop an additional unique
so
item.
that all map bosses drop an additional unique item.
I mean, that one seems real strong for HCSSF, right? Assuming there is a unique item you actually want, because there's actually a useful one, right?
Or make corrupted waystones have an additional modifier.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Juicer cucks. Enjoy. Fuck that.
At the cost of making them send you to a totally unknown location.
Fuck that. Fuck that. What is that weird ass fracture pattern?
Each mission you complete for Jado will unlock another row of abilities and give you another point to allocate, letting you choose how you want to specialize. But there are other masters too. For example, Hilda. Hilda is a member of a guild of monster hunters. She will send you on missions to assassinate specific deadly creatures around Rayclast and harvest their parts. In exchange,
25% chance to upgrade map bosses to a powerful map boss. Dude, I remember like that boss difficulty shit made bosses so tanky, bro, and then they just start one-shotting you. I remember not enjoying that. I remember not enjoying that. Dude, now they're gonna be what? Powerful map bosses. Jesus, with all the boss difficulty and shit? Oh my god. Oh my god.
she will teach you her monster hunting skills, like this one, which adds a 25% chance to upgrade any map boss to a powerful version. Or this one, which makes his Mary and
As Mary spirits cannot possess rare monsters.
spirits no longer possess rare monsters, making them go for the unique bosses in the area instead. You might notice that many of the effects on these are both upsides and downsides. So Hilda, for example, can make it so that you only get one attempt when fighting pinnacle bosses. But in exchange for that, they always drop 2 uniques.
I mean, that's good because I'm hardcore. So I mean, dude, GG noobs. I'm gonna do all the one attempt things because I'm hardcore. Let's go. That's me. That's literally I'm full Hilda build, baby.
Because of that,
What do we got? 20% chance for double effect of precursor tablets. 50% chance. 50% increase exceptional items found. I mean, that sounds good. What? Map also drop additional unique item. I mean, that sounds good. Dude, these ones, all 3 of these sound really good. I don't like precursor tablet shit, though. That's sketchy. Maybe I do, though. Maybe I do. I kind of got into a bit. I kind of juiced a bit last PoE league, didn't I? Precursor tablet is like a scarab, right? Wait, what is a fucking precursor tablet now? It's like a scarab sextant thing that you put in a tower. Or fuck, they've changed the system so many times now that I don't even remember what the fuck even happens. Well, you do a tower, and then you put a tablet inside the fucking tower, and then that affects everything within the range of the tower. Is that not what it does? That's old. Now you put it in the maps. What the fuck? Is it just a scarab now? Chat, I have dyslexia and my brain, it's fuzzy. Dude, at one point you put precursor things inside towers and they buffed things inside towers and it was like a sextant and I remember not liking it. I was like, that system sucks dick. They should delete that. So they changed that now. Go in game.
Rayclast is the front report. You must. The disciples of Kamasa stockpiled a great many things in their modern lust for wealth. The right key may open doors
yeah.
The Realm Gate was the sister project of the Time Gate that brought you to us. The Realm
So it's like a
Gate can,
scarab.
Theoretically,
It's like a scarab.
if you find...
It's like a scarab. Yeah. Okay, they're just scarabs. They're scarabs. Just call them fucking scarabs, bro. Just call them scarabs, bro.
We wanted it to be easy to swap.
Scarabs with stacks. Possess unique monsters. Release spirits on death. 25% chance to upgrade map monsters to power map monsters. Admire spirits possessed by rare monsters. 25% chance one rare to be replaced with a random map boss. 5% chance for 3 rare monsters to be replaced by a map boss. Yeah, this is like the rippiest bitch ever. I like the other. Jado look way cooler. Jado look way cooler.
Between them, depending on what you're doing.
What's Dariani got? Dariani had...
Because of that, we wanted it to be easy to swap between them depending on what you're doing.
Your maps have an additional revival. Yo, imagine being that bad at the video game, you need that. Holy fuck. Waystones have 25% more effective prefix modifiers and 25% more effective suffix modifiers when opening maps. Oh, this is going to be pretty OP. As mirror spirits only possess monsters after reaching maximum empowerment. Jeez Louise, 100% rarity of items by magic monsters. Okay.
Doing. As you unlock each master, they will appear on the side of the screen. Simply click whichever one you want to use to run the map, and all the bonuses you have selected for that.
Wasteland looks weird as hell.
Simply click whichever one you want to use to run the map, and all the
Revive available too. Pack size. Monster effectiveness. Waystone drop chance. Interesting. Area has special structure. Yeah, no.
bonuses you have selected for that master will be activated. This allows you to have a few different strategies that you can quickly pick between, depending on what you're running at the moment. Now, one thing
You can infinitely log out in PoE 2, right? It's not that. You can use the portals infinite times in PoE 2. You just can't. If you die, you lose the portal. That's how it works.
that's been pretty obvious is that the in-game leagues we created when launching early access in 0.10 were not really up to the standard of the leagues we did since then. Fate of the Vile and Rise of the Abyssal just have a lot more going on than Delirium or Expedition, for example. We wanted to do a serious upgrade to all of these mechanics before we do our 1.0 release, and so that's what we've done. All 4 of the leagues we launched in early access have been upgraded with not only new quest lines, but new mechanics, new crafting systems, new uniques, and new pinnacle bosses. One of the really important changes we made to all the leagues is that you can now find them on the Atlas in specific locations, and each one has a quest line that will lead you there to being able to complete the
So wait, that physical location on the map is like... That is a place that you go there and you can do a full quest chain and go full Delirium mode and just do all the whole Delirium quest and just get it done. Yeah? And then also when you have your in-game encounter, you keep that's like the little pyramid thing you use to open up the in-game encounter. You also open up your in-game encounter at that zone, correct? Or so that's like your main. So it's like a quest zone, and it's like a hub for doing in-game shit. Some of the mechanics you have to like replace a map with some shit, right? But that's. Do you just like typing wrong, bro? Am I getting I did ban this NGC Pro like dead ass. So irritating. I'm sorry. I need to take a piss anyway. Yo, guys, I like it. I like the idea of it. It sounds cool. It makes the Atlas feel less like slop and more like some handcrafted shit, which is what I want. Give me a sec here. I need to take a piss. When I get back, we're popping off. We are deep diving. We're halfway through the deep dive right now. We are halfway through the deep dive. Get your pog champs fucking ready, boys. Get your deep diving. All right. Okay.
league, along with its Atlas tree and its pinnacle boss. This is true even for the leagues that we didn't do major redesigns to. So let's use Abyss as an example. When you first encounter one in the endgame, you'll get a quest that leads you to the east, where you will find these mega abyss cracks in the earth leading away from the Well of Souls. All the maps along the cracks will contain abysses with special properties, and mapping along these cracks will close the Atlas scale abysses, giving you points for the Abyss Atlas tree. At the end of each Atlas abyss, you'll find an Abyssal Depths with the boss fight for one of the Abyssal factions, giving you a guaranteed way to fight them. And after completing all 3, you'll get a key for the Well of Souls, allowing you to fight the Vessel of Kulamak. This kind of thing makes an in-game league so much more friendly for new players, giving people obvious goals and a guided experience to complete them. Alright, so let's talk about the first of the upgraded leagues, Delirium.
I hope they have fixed that, because that boss was complete dog shit, right? It was like There was just shit all over the screen. You can't see fucking anything. It doesn't make any sense, and then you just die to some nothing. I hope that's fixed and like not dog shit.
And its new storyline, The Hare and the Raven.
Yeah.
As you may remember, during Act 4 you were tricked into releasing an ancient entity from a Karui prison known as Tangmazu, the Raven Trickster. Tangmazu delights in breaking the minds of those who step through his mirrors, and when touching one, he will attempt to destroy your mind with twisted abominations generated from your worst fears. In Return of the Ancients, the first time you approach one of his Delirium encounters in the endgame, you will find Elder Maddox locked in a trance. His mind is trapped in one of Tangmazu's delusions, and you will need to free
I like how
him.
they're reusing the characters again. It's cool. It's a dude from the mountain.
Once free, Elder Maddox demands that as you caused this problem, you should put it right.
True.
He asks you to travel west to the Withered Willow, the location he believes that Tangmazu first gained his powers.
Ooh.
But be careful. As you travel there, the Raven Trickster will attempt to break your mind. Each map around the Withered Willow features Delirium encounters.
Is that 1 point?
Now this is more than a
One
simple
point.
quest upgrade. The mechanic of Delirium has been overhauled and expanded. At the bottom of the screen, there is now a bar that indicates how deep into Delirium
Okay, so that little thing is you, right? That little thing is you, and that's telling you how deep you are, yeah?
you are. You can see which direction leads deeper by looking at the fog, and the deeper you go, the more challenges
This is
you
the
will
timer for the
face.
fog or what?
By looking at the bar, you can see how long you have until the Delirium ends. And you can also see special encounters
No,
that
you're not the bar. The bar was the showing like the Delirium expanding, right? This is you. You're the little diamond. You're the little diamond.
you will face if you're able to
It's
go
going
deep
backwards
enough
and
into the
forward.
fog. At the end of the bar is always the boss of the map, but we now have a variety of other encounters that you might find as you explore the horrors of your own mind. For example, you might encounter a purple mirror shard that when shattered will cause all the enemies to become more nightmarish. After hitting this, you'll notice the Delirium demons are enhanced, significantly more
Ooh.
powerful, larger,
Ooh, they look
and
cool.
scarier in general, along with more rewards. Or should you encounter a red mirror shard, you'll
It's not, I don't think it's untimed. I think they're just showing examples where it's not going down. I think what's going to happen is it will go like this, right? This bar fills up over time, maxes out. After a while, this top bar goes down again.
be sent into the depths of your mind.
That's what'll happen.
And must escape it while fighting off
Wait,
hordes
drops
of
are
your
over now.
worst
Drops
fears.
were on, and now they're over. GG drop noobs. No more drops.
If you are able to do so, you will gain a powerful amulet with 2 instilled notables on it. Once you reach the Withered Willow,
Crazy.
Elder
for-
Maddox discovers
you
that
know that's going to be crazy for trade league, but dog shit for SSF, right?
Vegetables on
You're never going to get one that's good for you. You're never going to get one that's good for you, but you like on trade league, this is going to have some insane shit.
once you reach the Withered Willow, Elder Maddox discovers that
I'm
a
going to ban
shard
that
of the mirror
scuba
is
emote, dude,
missing.
straight up.
You will need to track down Tangmazu and restore it if you have a hope of discovering how to defeat him. And that means entering the Raven Trickster's mirrors in an attempt to locate him. Each area around the Withered Willow contains Delirium encounters, so that's a good place to start. As you do Deliriums, some of the special encounters will drop liquid emotions. Normally these emotions can be used to install amulets to add notable passive buffs to them, but in Return of the Ancients, emotions have a new function as well. Each one now has the ability to add crafted mods to jewels, allowing
Okay, well, let's have a read here, because I couldn't read this certain thing. Okay, so on a ruby, so wait, remove the random modifier, and it wins a rare basic jewel with a new guaranteed credit. Okay, so you wait till you get a jewel that's actually good, and then once you got a good jewel that you want, like, a mod on that's nice, so say you had, like, I don't know, some fucking badass damage modes, and you needed an ES%, and bang, on a Sapphire, boom, you get a Sapphire roll. What is this? Nuba. What the fuck is this, bro? Literally, what the fuck is that?
you to add specific mods
That one's just defenses,
to
okay.
an item slot that can be quite difficult to roll. For example,
Okay, removes a modifier of a rare jewel with a new guarantee crafted. So you got attack speed, attack damage. 2 to 4, 5 to 15 attack damage. Okay. Okay, nothing too crazy.
Liquid Despair will allow you to add critical hit chance, while Liquid Suffering
We're at maximum rage. Okay, that's pretty potent. Movement speed or area effect.
will allow you to add movement speed or air of effect to your jewels, but there are many more. Once you've done enough Delirium encounters, the location of a grand mirror, an entrance...
Wait, that's what scuba is. Wait, I look at this and I think of a guy who's like trying to fight. He's like, come at me, bro. But you're telling me this is supposed to be an emote where he's going... That I'm getting pissed off by this emote. Chat, am I an incel? I'm not. But the emote's pissing me off. Guys, I am a fucking the opposite of an incel. I'm literally a dad of 4 kids. I thought, wait, so that emote, I still see a cat punching. I don't see a cat doing a scuba fucking thing. Okay, just to let you know, Jed, just in case you're wondering.
into Tangmazu's realm is revealed, but it won't be that simple to enter. Using his powers, he reflects the map boss for a ridiculous empowered fight, then destroys the entrance into his realm of madness. In order to find him now, you'll need to let the insanity fully into your mind. A strange fruit is left behind which you can consume to fully embrace the madness in an attempt to reach the Raven Trickster's realm. Consuming the fruit will cover an entire area of the Atlas and fog.
The poof, dude, it's the astrolabe, but it's the gas version.
Every map you do in the fog will get progressively harder and harder as you explore the deeper reaches of your mind.
I mean, that looks fucked, right? Am I crazy? 40% delirious, dude? 40%, that's crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy.
At some point, you enter a new layer. A simulacrum of your memory.
Okay, guys, you said it's easy. Oh, you meta cucks in the chat, bro. All these meta cucks. All these meta... 40% on an ethical character, bro. Dude, doing maps on an ethical character is hard. Doing a 40% delirium map is like, ugh.
Trickster. Should you be able to complete the simulacrum, Tangmazu will believe that you are worthy of a true challenge.
I'm talking about PoE 2, by the way.
Take the remaining shard of his mirror, allowing you to enter his realm of madness back at the Withered Willow. Ooh. If you dare to face him, it will be a fearsome challenge.
Dude, that looks fucking sick. What is that? What the hell's happening? What the hell?
That's the new storyline of Delirium. As you can see,
that looks sick.
It's not only a quest line. There are new mechanics, new crafting options, and new boss fights. But one question you might have is, what happens after?
Jewel crafting.
Well, once you've completed the story, grand mirrors will start appearing on the Atlas sometimes after completing Delirium encounters. After doing the grand mirror, you can select where on the Atlas you want to do your fruit-induced drug trip and get another key to fight Tangmazu. But this time, the fight will be quite a bit harder. And not only that, the fight will be able to drop a bunch of new uniques that were not available in the questline version. We'll show some of those later. After doing a grand mirror, the decision of where to spread the fog can be important, because there are some potent emotions that only come from certain map bosses.
Potent. Wait, potent emotions that come from certain map bosses. So, okay, so if you want like a particular jewel crafting one, then you got to figure out what the fuck, which one to do that on. Interesting.
Affected by Delirium this way. Like all emotions, they can craft special mods onto jewels, but these potent emotions can create mods that you can't get any other way. So for example,
removes a random same shit as before. Okay, remove ad. They just love that. It says remove ad all the way in PoE 2 chat. Debilitate enemies on hit when you have an emerald and a sapphire succeeded. Okay. Sapphire, inflict elemental exposure on hit if you have a ruby and emerald socketed. That's pretty strong. Blind enemies on hit if you have a ruby and sapphire socketed. I mean, perma blind, perma exposure seems nuts. Perma debilitate's also not bad. Those are all pretty damn strong. And the fact that it's just a single mod, it's not like that's the entire jewel. That's just like you could have 3 other insane mods and then you just get blind on hit. 3 other insane mods, elemental exposure on hit. You know? Dude, that voice... Bro, that voices thing is fucked. Well, he's going to show that soon, and we're just going to be like...
Potent liquid melancholy is an emotion that can only come from human bosses, and allows you to add a variety of on-hit effects. Also, you might want to try instilling amulets with these emotions. They
Okay, wait. So he's got. Wait.
could have.
Get it back, bro.
Also, you might want to try instilling amulets with these emotions.
Removes kids. This is like some shit. This is guilt. Fire, cold. Okay.
They could have some interesting effects with
That's the defense one.
some powerful notables that do not
Fuck, dude. Can you just relax with that, bro? Ruby, global physical damage, cast damage, elemental damage. Okay.
normally exist on the tree.
80% stun recovery. Whoa. Fully broken armor you inflict also increases cold and light damage taken from hits. Okay. That's like that. There's a node on the tree that is that for fire damage, I believe. Right? Yeah, fully broken armor you inflict increases fire damage taken from hits. So this is just like cold lightning. Okay.
Like Storm's Rebuke, which makes armor break boost your cold and lightning damage. But also note
But it's the same as armor break. Whatever your armor break increases, so basically the way it works is the more armor break they have, the more damage they'll take from those hits. So it's 20% by default. But then you can scale it.
notables from a clearly direct.
The next fire spell you cast yourself after using a war cry is ancestrally boosted. I mean, this one is nuts, right? Ancestrally boosting spells? That seems ridiculous. Warcry spellcooks, dude.
Ranged mind, like Calm's Blessing. This skill allows you to ancestrally boost fire spells after using a Warcry. How about using an Ancestral Flame Blast?
It's a big boy.
Now, just like before,
It's a big boy. That looks fucking OP as fuck, by the way.
you can also upgrade the League by getting points for a dedicated Delirium Atlas tree. But this now works in a much better way and has much cooler effects. The maps in the Delirium area of the Atlas give you Delirium passive points for completing them.
That's what that icon is, by the way. This little icon at the bottom, see this thing says 1. That's what, because I was seeing that before and I was like, it must be passive points. But that's definitely it, right?
So it's easy to see how to progress. Some nodes will add
Delirium encounters are 25% more likely to spawn unique bosses. Slaying unique monsters and pauses Delirium for 20 seconds.
new types of mirror shard encounters to your Deliriums.
Okay.
Like this one, which will pause the Delirium for some amount of time, allowing you to more easily get to higher depths. Or this one, which adds
Hey, wait,
extra
did we see that
more
UI
easily
there?
like this one, which will pause
Wait, it goes from left to right and then from right to left. Wait, so left to right and then from left. Okay, so it goes. What? Okay. Interesting. So that means the start disappears and as you get to the finish. No, so what it's saying is it spreads, it proliferates from the beginning of the map and goes to the end of the map, right? And then it starts disappearing from the beginning of the map, disappearing all the way to the end of the map. I mean, I never know. There you go. Probably never played Delirium before. I fucking hate Delirium, bro. Even though I'm the Delirious God, chat, multiple time back-to-back Delirious God, literally logging in on HCSSF to the Delirious Zone for the first person in the entire league multiple times. Literal Delirious God, Simulacrum Beast. Okay. How's he toucaning? How's he toucaning? He shouldn't be able to toucan. He's bypassing toucan. To-do list. How the fuck is that MF doing a toucan in my chat? Okay.
the Delirium for some amount of time, allowing you to more easily get to higher depths. Or this one, which adds extra Delirium modifiers
Magic monsters within the fog have a 25% chance of an additional Delirium modifier. That sounds awful.
to monsters when you pick it up. There are also nodes that can
It makes your Delirium more cancer, although you get more loot. So obviously, if you've got a cracked character, the trick is just have a cracked character and everything is just more loot, right? And it's just still easy as fuck. But fuck that. 20% liquid emotions increase drop by monsters. Liquid emotions for 20% chance to be ancient liquid emotions. Ooh.
add new types of drops, like this one, which modifies
Yo, so that crafts the dual attack damage, cast speed, or attack speed. Isn't that kind of nuts? And notable passes and skill will give you 2% attack speed. How many notable passes can you have in range? Wait, how the fuck? Were you guys trying to toucan in my chat right now, bro?
simulacrum encounters to add special liquid emotions, which can craft time-lost jewels. And node
25% chance to add a simulacrum when Delirium Frog is spreading grand mirrors.
that apply to the Atlas mechanics of the League, like this one, which causes the Grand Mirror to spread Delirium fog over a larger area of the Atlas, potentially containing multiple simulacrums. Alright, so that's the changes to Delirium.
Fuck that.
The core mechanic now includes a bunch of new things to find, new monsters to kill, and has new mechanics on the Atlas. It also has new crafting system for jewels, and over 20 new unlockable notables for amulets. Not only that, but you have a new pinnacle boss with a bunch of new unique items, and a massively upgraded Atlas tree just for Delirium. But there's still a lot more to come, so let's talk about Breach next. When you first do a Breach in the endgame, you will find Aelith, one of the Keepers of the Flame.
Yes, this is literally just
an ancient order of
PoE
monks
right?
dedicated to preventing the Hiveborn from entering the world. As you seem to be a keen slayer of demons, Aelith would like to recruit you to the order and asks that you travel to their monastery to the south. On the way there, you'll start to encounter more breaches, and will notice one of the first changes to the breach mechanic.
Chat, I'm a breach enjoyer.
You still have to kill monsters as fast as you can to
I'm
keep
a
the breach
enjoyer.
open, but now you can visibly see how much time you have left to keep it open, and how each kill extends its duration. Once you've reached the monastery, you will learn more about the Keepers. In the 25 years since the events of Keepers of the Flame in Path of Exile 1, the war with the Hiveborn has not gone well, and they have managed to establish a foothold in the world nearby.
Hell.
A gigantic area has fallen to the Scourge, and the Keepers are unable to get inside. Inside the monastery is the Genesis
Let
Tree,
me
a
in.
powerful asset to the war effort, stolen from the enemy and gifted to the Keepers by the Dreamer himself. Using the tree, Aelith could create a breach stone and penetrate the Hiveborn foothold, but without Hive Blood, the tree has withered. To get Hive Blood, you will need to take advantage of another new mechanic of Breach. If you can keep the otherworldly portal open for long enough, the breach will stabilize and will enter a new phase. The Hiveborn will send their toughest miscreations to defeat you, and the breach will not close until you can annihilate them, dropping Hive Blood that you can use to restore the Genesis Tree.
Do breaches get resource?
In some cases, you may even attract one of the deadliest foes the Hiveborn can offer, a Marshal of Zesht. These monsters also drop womb gifts, and if you take these to the Genesis Tree, they can be used to craft items
Throw
to
an
help you in the war
amulet,
against the
chat.
Hiveborn.
See, it says amulet.
Given that 25 years have passed since the beginning of the war, the tree has grown and withered many times, but with each cycle it learns and expands its abilities. When you first open the Genesis Tree, you will notice these holes into which you can place your womb gifts. Each womb
Yes, we've got belt, amulet, currency, ring. That's it.
gift can be used to create a different type of jewelry and must be fertilized with Hive Blood.
Yeah, jewelry only.
So for example, you can place this amulet womb gift into the tree and it will give birth to a random rare amulet. But the Genesis Tree is capable of much more. As you continue to feed the tree, its branches will regenerate and allow you more and more control over what kind of items it will birth.
What's that gonna like? It was like quite specific. Are we just gonna print items with this or what?
So for example,
Like birth items cannot be bloodstone amulets. The fact you get to select the fucking base type is why? I guess maybe you don't select. You make it more likely to be the base type you want.
this branch of the tree will allow you to control which base types of amulets can be birthed.
Cannot be gold. Yeah, what the fuck?
And as you go deeper,
1%. Wait, what? 1% reduced. Consumes 1% reduced high blood. Okay.
and as you go deeper, it will even allow you
Birth items have 5% chance to be a lament, portent, or absent amulets. Ooh.
to create new base types that you can't get anywhere else. Like this one, which gives
So it's got what this eternal rage, -1 prefix, -1 suffix, but you get like a level fucking 19 skill, which is like it's like a full-on skill that you can support, by the way. So
you an entire spirit skill for free.
wait, what, for free? For free?
Or this one,
What does it do? Item gains bonuses from socketed items as though it was a helmet. Ooh. Ooh. So there's probably some insane helmet mods, right? Free was minus 2 efficacy. Yeah, but fair enough. I mean, it depends on how good the spirit skill is, right? I mean, you know.
which has a rune socket in it.
Wait, what's the one he's putting? What's the example he's doing here? Oh, fuck.
Or this one, which has a rune socket in it.
Oh, what does it say? Maximum mana.
To the left and right are branches that will let you...
Okay, so like both items always have a life modifier. Both items always have an armor, evasion, or energy modifier. Both items always have a resistance modifier.
Control which mods the amulet can get, including making sure that they're...
Elemental resistance modifiers have a minimum level of 50. Damn! Life and mana modifiers have a minimum modifier level of 40. I mean, this does look insane for HCSSF, right? And what did my notes? Breach. This for HCSSF getting belts, rings, amulets. I could just write jewelry.
higher level, or controlling which specific mods that they will always have.
Always have lightning, always have mana, always have an armor modifier.
With 15 points to allocate, you will have to choose wisely how you want to specialize your crafts.
I'm going maximum mod tier with like fucking life, bro, and they're just getting lucky. So fix mods on birth items roll their values 2 additional times, give it the highest value. Who cares a fuck about that?
But it's worth noting that
What was that
This
last one?
tree
What was that last one? Your mouse is over it, bro. Where's it at? Suffix modifiers on both items have the maximum values. What? It just sets it to max? It just sets it to max roll, just divines it perfectly? You just get perfect suffixes?
this tree doesn't have any cost to respecking it. You can enable or disable the nodes at any time by clicking on them. On rings, we've also added some really interesting new crafting options as well. You have a bunch
+1 max res. 6% increase max life. I mean, dude. Increase. Yo, wait, what the hell? Yo, what the hell? That's actually good for PoE. Dude, that's like 6% more life, by the way. For PoE 2, this is insane. Breach has freaking 6% max life rings. I mean, all res is like whatever. You die to fizz damage in the PoE 2, right? This item gains bonuses from socketed gems as if it was gloves. What the fuck? This could be uniquely strong, right?
of new base types like these, but you also have entire new classes of mods that can be added. The right-hand branch of the ring tree adds an entire new set of caster mods to rings. From basics like extra elemental
Fuck the right hand branch, bro.
damage for spells,
Hell no.
or more niche options like this mod that increases the rate you gain seals for Unleash.
Hell no. Get the fuck out of here with that spell shit. And 70% frequency is a lot.
And on the left-hand side, you can unlock an entire new set of mods.
Fuck, dude, right hand side, left hand side. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of
For
here.
minion characters.
Get the fuck out of here.
This stuff is actually pretty important, because casters and minion builds didn't have as many slots
Minions have a surpassing chance to fire an additional proj. That one's insane. Wait, you can get 2 proj on minions from ring suffixes? What? What is surpassing? Surpassing means it can go over 100%, bro. It means it goes over 100. So basically you can get... Yeah. I mean, this is nuts. Like, there's not even a downside. And it's like a lot of stuff that gets an additional proc just doubles the damage or triple. Like, if it's shotguns, it has extra procs to shotgun. How is that not going to be broken? Like, can someone explain to me how this is not going to be broken? It's like you're getting a free LMP just from your rings on your minions.
with interesting item crafting compared to attack builds. The Genesis tree narrows that gap. There are also trees for belts and currency. I won't go over them too much here, but there are all sorts of goodies in these too, like being able to create
Adds quality that enhances fire modifiers on a jewel. Replaces the quality. Okay. Adds quality that adds caster modifiers onto a jewel. Adds quality that enhances armor and evasion and energy modifiers on a jewel. Adds quality that enhances retrieving modifiers on a jewel. Okay.
New catalysts for jewels.
Yo, jewels weren't strong enough, so we're just buffing jewels.
Or a belt that gives lightning damage. Once you've done enough breach encounters, you may finally get a womb gift capable of birthing a breach stone. And you can then use it on the Hiveborn incursion. Once used, the true extent of the Breach Demon's foothold becomes clear.
The fuck?
They have not only transformed the land, but constructed huge sky hives as well. When you enter the outskirts of their realm, you will discover breach hives. Using the power of the Keepers of the Flame, these otherworldly structures can be burned away when walking through them. But for each one destroyed, more of the Hiveborn will attack when you attempt to purge the hive. These encounters are particularly rewarding for womb gifts, so you'll want to do as many of these as you can. But your real goal are the sky hives deeper into the domain. These twisted creations are securing the demon's
I must
entry
admit, the way that they're doing it in PoE 2, it seems more organic, right? That you can see the sky hive, you're going towards it physically on the map, and you're progressing towards it, you go through, and then you actually arrive there, you click on it, you go in, you're in a sky thing. It's kind of cool.
to our world.
It flows
Inside
better,
the
I
very
think.
center are the Breach Lords Tool and Ash, and you will need to defeat them if you want to get rid of the foothold once and for all. Now, once you've completed the questline version, there is still more to do. You will find other breach domains on the Atlas randomly in your travels. For each one, you will need to find a breach.
Yeah, this is cool, actually. Wait, I understand it now, because obviously when I watched it the first time, I was like, huh? It's kind of overwhelming so much stuff. But now that I'm able to just pause and really understand what's going on, this is like a more organic way of doing breach. And the breach zones are actually cool. The way that like the breach zone opens a section of the map. I mean, that's fucking cool, right? That's a cool idea. It's actually a really cool idea, and you get these special encounters.
Zone,
That's cool. I like it.
destroy the sky hives,
So you don't normally get the sky hives by default. You just your breach zones on your map will just be like random little hand. You kill the mobs, but when you're doing the breach stone, then you get the specialized zone you need to defend, or the fucking walls you need to break down, all that shit. That's cool.
and defeat the Breach Lords. And doing these encounters is what will give you access to fight Zesht, the existing Breach Pinnacle boss, which you can access by communing with the Dreamer himself.
Holy shit! What the fuck's happening? What the hell's this? Sure, bro. What happened? I don't understand. Someone gift subs? I don't even know how to find out. Nope. Wait, why did that just happen? Does it channel point for that? Who knows?
Inside the monastery. While completing the questline for Breach, you will also be gaining points for the Breach Atlas tree, and there are a lot of cool new options here. This node will
Completing breaches is a 10% chance to add a hive to a nearby map. Oh.
cause breach hives to spawn outside of the Hiveborn domains on the Atlas.
Okay.
And this one will give Aelith additional abilities that you can use while attacking a hive. Like this one, which causes all Hiveborn in the next wave to be magic, drastically increasing their difficulty in exchange
Start to keep
for
her
way
alive
more
though, bro.
items.
What?
There are also nodes that allow you to control
Rune Marshall is a 20% chance to drop a lineage support. Bro, wait, that's just a node you pick into? Rune's Aftermath. Supporter Warcries cause ice crystals to explode. Supporter Warcries detonate your ice fragment. Supporter Warcries empower 3 additional attacks if they destroy at least a total of 5 ice crystals and ice fragments.
all your rewards, like this one, which adds a set of new lineage supports to the
Okay.
Marshal of Zesht.
So you're ice crystal Andy?
Or this one, which lets you control which womb gifts you will get.
Okay, I like that.
There's also some nodes that affect the Genesis tree. Like this one, which will cause Zesh to drop his head,
This is
which
cool.
when returned to the Genesis tree, will grow a grasping orchid on the side of it. You'll have to experiment to find out what this thing is good for.
This is cool. This is a way cooler way than vending the rings. This is so cool. Dude,
Putting rings on its fingers seems to make it happy.
what the fuck?
So that's a rundown of what you can
It's so
expect
cool,
from
I
the new
love
Breach
that.
questline. There's a new
The immersion, bro. The immersion. I love it. I love it. Well, it's not a low wave. It'll be grasping mail by like PoE 2, right? So I mean, maybe it'll just be the same thing, global defenses or whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, I mean, it could be like a bunch of different unique ones that come out. Who knows? But yeah, it's way cooler than vending the rings.
Stabilization mechanic for breaches, hive encounters, and hive-born incursions.
Well, I like it because you can there's a node that like lets you farm a particular support. There's another node that lets you create a particular chess piece. You got those that allow you to target like what you want. There's a lot of control over like what you're trying to get, which I think is really nice.
The Atlas. But you also have a huge new crafting system and new bosses as well. Alright, so let's talk about the Rite of the Nameless storyline next. When you first complete a ritual in the endgame, Aoife, a lost spirit, will appear. She appears to need your help, but isn't able to communicate more than a few words, beckoning you to come to the Wildwood. Like the other leagues, Ritual now has a place on the Atlas to call home. The Wildwood could be found to the west.
The west.
When you first arrive there, Aoife's spirit will guide you in, where you will discover that inside the Wildwood, spirits can take physical form. Aoife has been bound to this place by the King in the Mists, and requests that you free her, but in order to do so, you will need her body, currently in possession of the King. To reclaim it, you will need to gain an audience with him. Inside the Wildwood, there are many ritual encounters to complete. Like before, in each area, triggering rituals will resurrect the nearby bound monsters to attack you, and killing the monsters will give you tribute. In addition, each ritual you do in the area will...
Ritual on PoE 2 is so hard, bro. Like, kept training my mind. Maybe I'm playing... This might be coming from an ethical build PoV, but, like, bro, you're, like, stuck in this confined space, and everything's, like, almost one-shotting you. Like, I don't know, dude. Obviously, it's, like, one of those things where... I just don't like doing it. I don't like doing it in PoE 2. I just don't like doing them. They just fucking... Maybe they're different now, but, like, dude, it just feels like you're stuck there, and the dungeon should do is just fuck your ass. That's what it feels like. You just lubed up, and you just take it. But maybe, yeah. I mean, Elon probably destroys the rituals, true.
Add the monsters from the previous ritual, making the encounters much more challenging the more rituals you complete. Once you've completed them, spend your tribute to get items.
I mean...
Now,
okay, Ritual looks crazy good. SSF. Spam drops uniques.
Important change to the rewards of Ritual is that all the items in the reward window are now uniques or omens.
Wait. Especially early game. Plus, also crafting items.
Making this league's rewards much more valuable than before. In order to gain an audience with the Nameless King, you need to sacrifice tribute to him. Any remaining tribute you don't spend can be sacrificed this way to fill up this bar. Once you have enough tribute for an audience, return to the Wildwood to divine his location with the Nameless Shrine. His location will be revealed deeper in the Wildwood, and you will need to make your way to him, kill him, and get Aoife's body.
The Queen, we save her.
Using her body, you can attempt to release her spirit, but this is when you learn about the true threat of the League. The Wildwood is built on top of an ancient prison. The King in the Mists didn't gain his power out of nowhere. He was granted it by an ancient being of darkness known as the Bodark, and the Nameless King's use of this power has been causing the prison to weaken. In order to prevent the Bodark from entering the world, a champion will need to enter its prison and beat him back, but those with a name are unable to survive there. In order to do so, you will need to transfer your name to another with a new mechanic in the Ritual League, the Rite of the Nameless. The rite will begin in a nearby forest. At first, it appears to be a regular ritual encounter, but that will soon change. The final ritual of the area will include the map boss. And defeating him will give you a piece of the effigy onto which you will transfer your name.
Oh my god, bro, that looks so aged.
But the ritual is still not complete. Once the map boss is defeated, the Atlas will open, and you will need to pick another
Okay, attribute. Ritual only drops currency.
adjacent map to continue the ritual. During the rite, each adjacent map will have different rewards to tempt you. So for example, if you go in this direction, you gain significantly more tribute. But if you go in this direction, the uniques in the reward window will turn into currency
I'm going
instead.
currency, bro.
You can also
The Mage Blood!
sometimes get offered specific items that will be added as rewards. So in this case, you'll have to choose if you want to get 5 Chaos Orbs or a Mage Blood. A difficult decision, I'm sure.
Fuck Mage Blood. Shit item, bro. Meta cooks. I'm going 5 Chaos Orbs.
Now, as this is one continuous ritual, the encounters in the next map won't start from scratch. They contain all the monsters that were gathered from the rituals of the previous map as well, making them harder and harder.
What the fuck is that?
And that includes the map boss too. You will need to defeat both map bosses in the final encounter.
This seems like I mean, this is a complete ruckus. Like, okay, so if the game's balanced around like telegraph mechanics and like Dark Souls one-shots and shit, how the fuck are we supposed to dodge these attacks when there's fucking 15 bosses in there or some shit? You know what I'm saying? Oh my god.
Counter for your next effigy piece.
Oh my god.
And it still doesn't end there.
Get good.
Pick another map.
Wait, I didn't see it. Ritual, rerolling rituals is no cost the first time. Okay.
Another reward, and add another map boss to continue until the ritual of the Nameless is complete. It will take 5 maps in all, and will be an incredible challenge.
Okay, now that's gonna be so cancer,
But
bro.
once complete, you can return to the Wildwood to perform the final rite. Transfer your name to the effigy.
Dude, if I'm sitting there in HC thinking like, man, that looks so fucking rippy, dude. Like, imagine having to fight the monkey and 4 other bosses at the same time. Like, how the fuck is your average guy gonna do that, bro? Oh my god. Like, I'm a god gamer, 10 out of 10 beast, literally complete freak of nature, like gaming god. And I'm thinking, geez Louise, this looks fucked. How the fuck is your average gamer gonna do this?
Adorn the crown of the Nameless King.
No way.
Enter the prison.
No way.
Now, of course, once the pinnacle boss is complete, the league doesn't end there. As you do rituals on the Atlas, you can continue to get
Minions have 20% to get back from life. Increased damage. Minions resistance equals to yours. Wow. Wow.
give tribute to the king in the mists.
Wow. +1 to all skills. Level 5. Wow. Look at that. I wonder what the upgraded version of that looks like.
For another audience.
I wish there was no data mining, bro, and everyone just had to go in. Like, not knowing what... You know, wouldn't it be cool if there was no data mining and, like, everyone just had to go in and loot the items and upgrade them all?
Pick another forest to
1 divine orb. Ooh.
begin the rite of the Nameless once more, and this time with a harder pinnacle boss and new unique items to find. Of course, we've also significantly upgraded the Ritual Atlas tree. Get points by completing maps in the Wildwood, and you'll be able to unlock some pretty cool nodes. Some of them affect the Rite of the Nameless, like this one, which extends its duration. You thought fighting 5 map bosses at once was hard? How about 6? Or this one, which makes maps during the Rite have more reward mods, often having 2.
Greater annulment. No cost. Okay.
You also have nodes that allow things to combine with other content.
Rituals have 50% chance to be built in summoning circles, summoning an additional boss when activated. Yeah, okay, good. Oh, shit. So you could have even more bosses with even more bosses. Okay. Streaming. Okay.
Like this one, which gives a chance
so
for
it's the
rituals to be
weekend.
created
Fuck.
inside summoning
It's the
circles,
weekend.
adding a random boss to the ritual encounter. There is even a node which adds a
Rituals have 50% chance to be the Queen's ritual, adding favors when found. Idol of the Sycophant, Idol of the Martyr, Idol of... What the hell's that?
new type of possible ritual, the Audience with the Queen, which causes the Bride of the King to sometimes appear. Okay, so that's ritual. But let's have a look at what this means for endgame content as a whole for Path of Exile 2. When you include the expedition changes made by the League, we have a total of 5 new endgame storylines, each of which has a hub, crafting systems, areas to explore, NPCs,
saw that one,
and
right?
a pinnacle boss
Yeah,
as
we
a
did.
capstone. Not to mention the Masters of the Atlas storyline as well. But more importantly, you now have immediate quests as soon as you arrive at the endgame, and goals with obvious progressions that you can see how to finish. Each endgame questline has a
Okay, I want to read this. So it just shows you expedition bosses defeated 1 out of 4. Ritual Atlas skill points acquired. Breach. Enigma Chambers. The fuck is the Enigma Chamber? Patriarch and Matriarch calls completed. Zeri's Temple Atlas skill points acquired. Oh god, Zeri Temple. I need to remember how the fuck that mechanic works. Abyss points. I like Abyss. I remember thinking Abyss was cool. I remember thinking it was retarded, like with precursor tablets, and it would like lag the game out, and everything would get all buggy. But I remember thinking like, I like the unveil. I don't even remember how the unveil worked, but it was good because it would like reliably get you a decent item if you had like something that was pretty good. Then you would do like an abyss slam or like an abyss reveal, or there was some shit you would do with an omen in the abyss, and it was like consistently a satisfying feeling.
Progress
It was like veiling a mod, right? You basically could choose a prefix or a suffix that you wanted to veil, and then you could unveil it. It's basically like a veil castle, Metacraft. But yeah, that's what it was.
That you can pop out from the side of the Atlas screen at any time. This shows you how far through you are, and buttons that will take you to the hubs for them. Overall, it's just a way better in-game experience with a significant number of fun objectives to complete. But just in case, in-game experience with a significant number of fun objectives to complete.
He's a fucking shapeshifter. He's a shapeshifter. He's shapeshifting. He's AI. Is he real?
But just in case you didn't have enough goals, we did have one other thing that you might want to complete this league. These are called challenge leagues
I did
after
not
all.
see that.
Where are all the challenges? Well, players of Path of Exile 1 will be used to the fact that each league comes with a series of challenges that you can complete in order to prove that you are indeed the best. We haven't done these yet in Path of Exile 2.
I've never done these in PoE 1 ever. Should I do this? Because do you know what? It's one of the things where I feel like I missed the boat. Everyone was doing them before me, so I'm like, why do I even care? I haven't been doing it. Do I start doing them? Do I start doing them in PoE 2 because I'm at this beginning? Like, I don't know. Then again, this seems like an artificial hook to get you playing longer than you might otherwise play. Like, I don't know if it initially seems like a good... I don't know if I initially like it or not.
But it's time to change that. If you're able to
the only reason I'm thinking about doing it is because of FOMO. That's it.
complete them, you'll earn pieces of the
Knight
Knight of
cool,
Elder
though.
armor set. Opening the challenge screen will show you a...
I mean, that gear looks so good. Like, dude, that looks like... Bro, imagine D4 just giving you free set of armor that looks fucking badass as hell, and it's, like, not attached to a shop or anything. Holy fuck.
You'll earn pieces of the Knight of Elder armor set.
Holy
Opening
shit.
the challenge screen will show you a series of 8 challenges.
They do... Oh, yeah.
After completing each one, anyone in chat or in the forums will be able to see your prowess. In addition, you'll get a statue to put in your hideout showing anyone you trade with how many challenges you've completed. You'll earn the first piece of the armor set after doing 2 challenges, and the full armor set after completing all 8. So that covers all the content you'll encounter in Return of the Ancients. But what about some new tools to fight against these new pinnacles with? Well, we also have some new ascendancy classes as well, but to introduce them, I'll hand you guys back to Mark.
As Jonathan said, we have 2 new classes to show you today, the Spirit Walker and the Martial Artist. Let's start with the Huntress's new class, the Spirit Walker. The Spirit Walker has developed an affinity with the Asmerian animal spirits. She is able to infuse the power of multiple spirits at her choosing. On the bottom part of the class, you will find paths for each wisp you would like to commune with, be they primal.
Gain primal owl feather every 4 seconds to manage number 3. Expand owl feather when you do a dodge or trigger a primal bounty. Grant skill primal bounty.
Vivid.
Grants a vivid stampede. Grants vivid wisp every 20 meters you move at the maximum of 3. Expend all vivid wisps to trigger vivid stampede when you attack.
Or wild.
Grants wild protector. That's the bear that protects you, right?
Each one can give you different abilities that align with the stag, owl, or bear. Each ability gives you...
Okay, vivid stampede converts physical damage to lightning. Shockwave radius is 2 meters. Stag leads 4 times. Shockwave... Okay, so it does shockwave. Attack damage 362%. Wait, that's high, right? That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. And you could 6 like that? That's a lot of damage.
A method to become possessed by wisps of that type, and a new ability when you spend them. The stag allows you to summon stampedes when you attack.
You have to keep moving.
The owl grants boons and the...
Okay. Empowers the next projectile skill you use, causing it to create additional projectiles and fly faster. Empowered skills fire 2 additional projectiles. Empowered skills still have 68% increased projectile speed. Empowered skills have 30% increased projectile speed. Wait, that's it? Just works. I mean, that looks overpowered as fuck. And it, like, that's what I would use it for. I'd use it for that exact build, by the way. I mean, that build looks fucking good, bro. Primal Bounty. Tornado Gamer. GG build.
Form of their feathers, which adds extra projectiles and enhances the projectile speed of your next skill. And the
Let's be real. I'll be a bear main, though. So, call upon a companion to maul your foes. Spirit bear leaps your enemy mains and leeches life with its slam, and it periodically roars to intimidate enemies. The bear's spirit does not count towards your companion limit.
bear simply summons a giant bear companion to your side. The bear will maul, slam, leap, and do intimidating roars to debuff your enemies. Now you can special.
Gain Vivid Wisp when Vivid Stampede ends. Stag deals 20% more damage per leap. Stags have 20% more shock magnitude per leap. I mean, that seems fucking strong, by the way, because that's super high damage, and it can be 6-linked.
Applies more into each of these whips.
Dodging can expend up to 3 owl feathers, granting primal bounty 100% more empowerment effect per feather expended. I mean, that seems crazy, bro. That's, like, it just doubles it, bro. It doubles it. I mean, that's an insane ascendancy point for the tornado build. Insane.
But if you want to combine all three of them, then...
And then you got the barrage node or whatever the fuck it is, right? Companions deal attack damage equal to 60% of your main hand weapon damage. Whoa! 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 Relax. What the hell? Just a bunch of flat damage to your fucking companions? Holy shit.
Then a new hidden power will be unlocked. The power
Bear Grains Embrace the Wild.
of this.
Vivid Stags leap towards enemies. Central Stampede of Owl Feather empowers skills and leaves its trail of soaring ground.
Sacred Wisps. This node is free and enhances the quality of all three of your spirit animals. Your bear will take...
Protects the bear... Wait, Embrace the Wild. Protects the bear's spirit allies when they are in its presence, giving them 2% of maximum life regenerated per second, causing 8% of the damage they would take to be taken by the spirit bear instead. Soaring Ground grants 30% increased invasion rating and 40% increased damage while on full life to you or your ally standing in it. Soaring Ground has a 4-second base duration unless otherwise specified. Okay.
some of the damage you take and grant you life regeneration.
Okay.
Your stags will become more aggressive, leaping towards enemies, and your owl-empowered skills will leave a trail of soaring ground behind them. But that's not all.
hell.
The Spirit Walker has other powers beyond wisps, such as idolatry,
Okay, wait. Body armor's gained deflection rating equals 2% invasion rating. Scepter's 30% presence area effect.
which can give you large bonuses for using idle socketables in your equipment.
Accuracy rating. Wait, what else did it have?
Idolatry, which can give you large bonuses for using idle...
Gloves, 15% accuracy rating. So wait, just like new... What the fuck? So you got weird-ass idols you can put in your gear. This seems like a poor person thing. Wait, what is this? Companions deal 10% increased damage per idol in your equipment. 2% increased mana reservation per idol in your equipment. -4 to all resistances per non-idol in your equipment. Ooh.
socketables in your equipment. And this one.
Tame Beast. This is crazy. Tame Beast can capture unique beasts, can have up to 1 unique Tame Beast summoned. Unique Tame Beasts have 30% increased movement speed. Tame Beasts are possessed by random Esmeric spirits, changing every 20 seconds. This is some fucking crazy D4 shit, bro. I mean, I will allow it. I will allow it, bro. It just seems like it's going to be broken, right? How's this not going to be broken? How's this not... Isn't this going to be broken, dude?
Which is my absolute favorite. The Spirit Walker, having attuned herself with nature, can gain the ability to tame beast bosses, opening up a whole suite of very cool options for your build.
It's either like a boss is either going to be complete gimmick, right, and dog shit, or it's going to have some broken ass debuff which like gives you triple damage, or it's going to have some mechanic which you can like scale the projectiles on and it does like fucking 20 times as much damage as every other minion. Like it's gonna be so crazy how different. Then again, They are handcrafting them, aren't they? Each version of the tamed boss is like a handcrafted version. So, I guess we'll see.
Maybe you tame the mighty Silverfist in the jungle depths.
I mean, that looks fucking cool, bro. Like, you summon the fucking monkey and you just, like, one-taps the boss for you.
Tame the mighty Silverfist in the jungle.
Like, what? You just summon the monkey and you just one-shotting the... I mean, I don't know. Summon... Summoning... Boss guy... Monkey build?
Depths. Or maybe a three-headed chimeral beast in the chimeral wetlands.
The trait of this build is that you can't see shit on the screen because the boss covers half of it. Dude, imagine your monkey fighting another monkey. What if you lose track of which monkey's which?
Then there's a giant frozen owl beast, Rakar, the frozen talon. There's so many choices. You're going to have to experiment a bunch with this one, and I'm very excited to see what bosses you all choose to have as your trusted boss
I
companion.
mean, this is basically Spectres, but for bosses, right? They basically just invented Spectres for bosses.
Next up, we have the monk's new
So now they have to rebalance every boss that's a beast. Like, well, they have to make a Spectre version, basically, yeah.
ascendancy class, the martial artist. After decades of training, he has mastered 3 of the 7 hollow techniques. Channel
Okay, hollow form requires any melee martial weapon or unarmed channel to create fleeting images of your astral self near the target location. These images perform a socketed attack once, then vanish. Kind of reminds me of General's Cry, actually. Except you channel. Targeting the closest enemy if possible. These images cannot perform channel skills or conditional skills. Oh, well, that's what you would do. You would do a channel skill. If this is General's Cry, you do Blade Flurry, right? But yes, so they're deliberately saying, fuck you, can't do that, buddy. Images can be created within 6-meter radius of you. Creating an image spends 80% of the socketed mana skills cost. Creates 2 additional images when consuming a power charge. Ah, I see. So generate power charges, right? Put in some ability that's fucking makes sense. Like, that's really, really strong, high damage. Press this channel button. Bang. He, like, summons out a bunch of dudes that just do a crazy burst. Cycle skills deal 30% less attack speed, 20% less damage. The fuck?
hollow form technique allows the martial artist to create illusions of himself, which then use a skill of your choosing. Perfect for turning skills with less area of effect into ones that can obliterate packs with ease.
It's pretty funny that the gameplay is just stand still, bro. Like, it's, you just rock up, press a button, and then just starts going crazy. I must admit, it kind of does remind me of, like, yeah. It's like if they combine Blade Flurry with General's Cry or something.
Should you find yourself overly vulnerable while channeling, you might want to take Way of the Mountain.
Hey, just standing there, bro. That gaming. Just, all right, I'm fucking owning. Ah! Okay, where are we? 200% surpassing per enemy power to gain Mountain's teaching on immobilizing an enemy up to a maximum of 30. Okay, let me just consume that. Let me just chew on that for a second, chat. I'm just chewing on that. 200% surpassing chance per enemy power to gain Mountain teaching on immobilizing an enemy up to a maximum of 30. Okay. Instead, bosses have with more power. All right. Lose a Mountain's teaching when you are hit or when you use or sustain an attack that benefits from Mountain's teaching. Oh my god. While you have any amount of Mountain's teaching, attacks you use yourself and attacks granted by the ascendancy class deal 20% more damage. Enemies hits you take that would deal damage less than or equal to 30% of your maximum life after mitigations such as armor resistances, but before other modifiers to damage taken, deals 70% less damage. Huh? So wait. Attacks that would do less than 30% of your damage. So any attack, so it's like armor almost. So hits that aren't above a certain threshold do way less damage. So you're Giga Tanky versus non-one-shots. All balance teachings are lost if you go 8 seconds without gaining any. Interesting. Up to a maximum of 30. I see. So you have to gain it. You gain it by doing an immobilization. Wow. Okay, so I get it. Basically, you get these fucking stacks, chat. You get these fucking stacks by doing immobilizing on enemies. Bosses give you way more stacks. Non-bosses give you less stacks. It gives you big damage reduction versus non-one-shots. I don't like the immobilizing condition. I'm not a huge fan of that. But obviously you can consistently do that to bosses in PoE 2, so maybe it's fine.
Causes you to be covered in stone when you immobilize enemies, mitigating large amounts of damage. This can even enhance your attacks too, by hardening your weapon in stone.
Dude, why do they have to put the fucking duration on it, bro? Also takes loss if you go 8 seconds without gaining any. So you have to every 8 seconds you need to immobilize the boss, otherwise it falls off. See, to me, this is not attractive. Like, it's cool if you could, like, consistently do it at the right time, I guess. But, like, it's conditional on you not getting one shot, so then it doesn't help you versus the damage that you need it versus. It's kind of like that bad design of, armor, how it's, like, just useless when you actually need it. So it's like, A, it's useless when you actually need it. B, it's inconsistent because you have to immobilize the boss every 8 seconds, otherwise you lose all stacks. I feel like this is going to immediately get redesigned if it doesn't get redesigned before it comes out. Right?
You can deal even more damage. After taking...
Like, I think that that reminds me of, like, the Warden one that actually they released and it was dog shit and then they actually patched it and now it's okay. That's what that reminds me of. Hollow Focus. Buff persistent AoE duration. While active, ghostly bells periodically appear near you. Your hits immediately destroy bells, creating a shockwave that damages nearby enemies. It causes heavy stun to enemies that are primed. These bells themselves are always primed for stun and can be culled. Oh, so wait, you can cull and you can proc stun effects on it. The shockwave does 341% damage and it can be 6-linked. Do you know, I saw this and that whenever I watched this and didn't see the how it actually worked, I saw this and I was thinking, that looks kind of stupid. But actually, now the fact you could death palm it or you could do attacks that like proc shit when you hit the stunned enemy. So like it's a guaranteed prime for stun thing that you can spam on boss fights, or you can cull them to get charges, for example, during boss fights. And it's a 6-link ability that does 341% damage. That's actually pretty fucking good. Right? That's actually pretty good. And it's engaging gameplay because you actually have to walk around and aim at the bell.
Taking Hollow Focus technique, you can manifest your spiritual energy into objects. In this case...
So he's culling it to get power charges.
Bells, which will appear around the martial artist and can be shattered by any of his attacks. Even ones from the Hollow Form technique...
That's some D4S gameplay, bro.
...earlier. Hollow Resonance technique further...
Let's go. I say that, but default gameplay is complete trash. It's not even default gameplay, but like it's funny though.
Is that by adding a manifested
bell
like,
to your like these bells spawn,
which
you
rings
hit the
each
bells.
time you deal a critical strike,
You get charged, you do one
all
shot.
enemies around you.
Oh,
Through
shit.
all the...
Okay, can tattoo runes on your body, gaining additional rune sockets. 1 helmet, 2 body armor, 1 gloves, 1 boots. So this, I think, is going to be very strong on Trade League, right? Like, if you have, like, the most insane cracked broken runes, or you have a character that scales with some broken rune. Like, I remember Helmet, for Thorn's build, Helmet socket is crazy because it's, like, base critical strike chance to Thorns or something stupid. It's, like, it's some insane amount of crit. I can't remember how much it was, but it's ridiculous, right? So, like, this, for example, would be very good. Although I maybe already nerfed at this point. I don't remember.
martial artist's thorough training, he has mastered the flow of internal spiritual energy too, and has engraved runic tattoos around his meridians. By doing this, he can gain the benefit of extra runes. Just open your inventory and add the runes. There is 1 that counts as a helmet, 2 as a body armor, 1 as gloves, and 1 as boots.
That's pretty fucking cool, actually. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's niche. It's a cool design though. Gloves will have a base type transformed into fists of stone when equipped, and their prefixes and suffixes transformed into more powerful related modifiers. Dude, this is insane. This is unhinged. Isn't this so unhinged that GGG are making all this work for themselves? This means every single fucking time they add in a pair of gloves now, they got to do this. Like, this is unhinged that they're doing this.
Finally, your hands. The ultimate expression of a master of the martial arts. Taking Way of the Stone Fist will cause your gloves to become a new base type when equipped. Each modifier on the original pair of gloves has an equivalent, more powerful, and more impactful modifier. For example, these gloves add some physical damage, cold damage, lightning damage, some resistances, and life gain on hit.
Dog shit.
Now, when I equip these, they become literal fists of...
So you got max res instead of increased res. You got gain damage as extra physical. Gain cold as extra. Gain. So what the fuck? And then you got 13 life on hit with attacks if you've dealt with critical strike recently. Interesting. And you also got the res. So that's a hybrid mod. So you get a lower amount of res, but an increased max res amount. I mean, it's fucking strong, bro. So you could have, like, triple max res with triple gain. And some. Yeah, I mean, that'd be nuts, right? Just a pair of gloves. And plus 3 to evasion rating per level. Plus 1 max ES per level. So that's 300 ES, 100 ES. 300 evasion.
Stone. And not only grant me a bunch more evasion and energy shield, they now also grant a lot more damage, some maximum resistances, and a significantly higher amount of life gained on hitting enemies.
Dude, monk gloves broken. Fist of Stone build. Lots of crazy combos. Very tanky. Good scaling. I mean...
With all the different rune combinations you could do, and the different modifiers on gloves, there's a ton of different build options, and we're looking forward to seeing what you can come up with.
Elon's gonna
now,
be fucking
with so many
pogging.
new bosses in Return of the Ancients, of course we want to have a huge number of unique rewards. There are some pretty cool things in here, so we wanted to show you a few of them. Twisted Empyrean is a two-handed mace.
Okay, what do we got here? 200 mace, 144 to 299. Starborn Onslaught. Fucking 176 to 387 cold. 300 maximum mana. So 10% base crit on it. 17% of damage taken from mana before life. Wow, you get a fucking mom. Attacks with this hits with this weapon have added cold damage equal to 7 to 11% of maximum mana. Convert 100% of fire damage with mace skills to cold damage. Bro, this thing is insanely fucking cool, bro. What? What? Fucking mana stacking new mace item bomb plus crazy scaling. Bro, this is fucking cool. Cold damage equal to 7 to 11% of max mana. On top of a decent amount of fucking flat fez. On top of a decent amount of flat Ellie.
It's made from the purest of Verisium, combined with the beast's corruption.
Do you think this drops? Wait, do you think this is like a Giga item that drops from a Giga boss? Yeah.
It converts all of your mace's skills fire damage to cold, and
It might be.
visually does so too, turning your volcanic fissures into glacial ones. This base also comes with its own built-in skill, Starborn Onslaught.
Built-in.
Using Glory, you can leap backwards, throwing your mace at the ground, creating Verisium fissures, before calling behind it a storm of cold metallic bolts from the stratosphere.
But this is fucking cool, right? What?
Next, we have Eventide Petals.
D4S mace,
an
dude.
amulet that not only...
I need to stop playing that. Where are we? Midnight Zenith. 40 maximum Runic Ward. Okay. Increased crit. Int. Light radius. Ice crystals have 2% reduced maximum life per 5% cold res you have. Oh, so you just pop your ice crystals super easy.
only grants Runic Ward, but also comes with its own reservation skill.
What is this? Midnight Zenith. While active, critical hits with other skills that kill targets or hit powerful targets cause you to gain Arctic Petals. Once you have enough Arctic Petals, they'll be consumed to create ice crystals near the most recent target. The skill cannot cause meta skills to generate energy. You cannot gain Arctic Petals from this skill's critical hits. So they don't want any of these recursive loops. There's a lot of specific things here. +1 Arctic Petal per power of target killed with critical hits. +4 Arctic Petals on critical hitting a rare or unique target. I see. So you basically get these petals. The petals turn into ice. You blow up the ice. GG.
Skill. Midnight Zenith. This skill causes your critical hits to grant Arctic Petals that hover around you. Once you have
Level 90. I think this is endgame boss loot, right? These are like insane items that are showing you. They're like build divining items that you make a whole character around to like blast.
acquired enough of these petals, they will be consumed, creating a floral ice crystal near an enemy. Then, destroy that crystal to do devastating cold damage to everything around it. The Raven's Flock is a staff perfect for minion
Dude,
characters.
this MDX is fucking sick on this character, by the way. The Raven's Flock staff grants 19 Spirally Conspiracy. Minions deal increased damage. 115, by the way. Minions have 13% chance to inflict grueling madness on a head. What the fuck's that? 43% increased spirit reservation of skills. Okay.
Not only does it grant spirit reservation efficiency and minion damage, it also allows your minions to inflict grueling madness on hit, slowing enemies and making all other slows on them more powerful for maximum
Bolt
crowd
and
control.
slows.
That's not where this item shines though. It grants a skill called Spiraling Conspiracy.
Oh, it's that thing.
This skill causes a flock of ravens to circle you, dealing damage over time to anything near them.
See, to me, this is advertising the PoE one-ification of the game. They're like saying, look, dudes, we're giving you shit. You can just legit have one, like, you got move, and you've got this fucking crow thing, and it's just killing shit. You could just have, like, this character, and, like, hey, you got RF with crows at home.
Killing enemies, or just by standing near unique
I mean,
enemies.
there's gonna be a ton of people who like this type of shit, right? Like, I mean, I love AoE degens that surround your character. Like, I'm an enjoyer. My favorite thing in Warcraft 3 of all time was the Cloak of Immolation.
Causes the flock to grow, getting larger and larger. For your PoE 1 players, you can think of this just like a Raven Righteous Fire. That's not all, however. These Ravens are also minions, so they fully scale with minion damage and come with their own command skill, Mad Flight.
The fact that it gets a
This
bonus ability as well, that's just like, look, hey, it's PoE1 and it's more modern.
Command skill causes your flock to create a tunnel of deathly damage between a set of illusory mirrors, obliterating anything in between.
I mean, there you go.
Horror's Flight is a pair of gloves.
Okay, grants Crushing Fear. There's 400 evasion rating, attack speed, dex, get some chaos damage to attacks, 1 Fear Incarnate when you kill. So this is going to be a flat amount of damage, right, per Fear Incarnate.
Instilled with the purest of fear. Equipping these causes your enemies to become terrified of
Because
you.
you can't just one-shot bosses, right? It's going to be like each Fear Incarnate is like a flat amount of damage.
These gloves
Wait, for each Fear Incarnate grants 10% increased killing strike threshold, lasts 10 seconds. Cull threshold. Ah, that's right. Cull threshold is reduced. Ah, so it's just normal enemies that he's culling. Because wait, the culling threshold is different for normal, different for tragic, different for rare, different for unique. So you could just get double the cull threshold with some cull threshold investment, and then you could just 100% cull all trash mobs.
cause you to gain stacks of fear incarnate.
Which is
when you
crazy though, because you've got like these abilities that when you cull, it like does AoE damage and shit. So you could have like a build that clears maps by just culling enemies at 100% cull threshold, right?
cull enemies.
Yeah. This will make some. I think this is gonna make some insane mapping builds, right? I can just see a guy teleporting around, blowing everything up, like just going pack by pack, blowing it up with this cull shit.
In your culling, these gloves also come with the skill Crushing Fear. This is similar to the monk skill Killing Palm, except it deals chaos damage, and the amount of damage and area of effect scales drastically based on the power of the enemy. As you use this, gain your stacks of Fear Incarnate.
This
which
just reminds me
increases
of
your
Diablo
culling
3, bro.
threshold,
Legit.
meaning enemies become
This is
easier
like an Epiphany Belmonk.
and easier to cull.
Am I
Even to
crazy?
the point of being able to instantly
You got
kill
like Epiphany Belmonk would like teleport you to the guy and then blow up the screen. And this is like this guy teleports you to the guy and then blows up the screen.
some monsters from full life.
But literally, like what?
Sylvan
I mean, it literally reminds me of a Diablo 3 Epiphany Belmonk. Yeah. I log in though. That was fun gameplay for farming shit maps. And the thing is, you won't have to do that in GG map. Well, wait, what's gonna happen with a 100% delirious map? I guess the cull doesn't care if it's 100% delirious, right? Because it's not like they get increased cull threshold. It was just kill them still. Interesting. Grants 20 discipline, 20 Asmerian wolf, 50% increased spirit. Allies in your presence have 62 region. 9 all attributes. Companions deal 72% increased damage to your marked targets. You can have any number of companions of different types. Wow, what?
effigy is a scepter for those wanting to run companions. It allows you to have any number of companions of different types, instead of the normal restriction of just one per type. But what makes this cool is the Asmerian wolf companion it comes with. This is a persistent minion that bites foes to maim them, leaps to cause bleeding, and even howls to buff nearby allies. Additionally,
I tried this build in D4 and it sucked ass. And then they said they buffed a bunch of it. I tried it again and it sucked ass. I don't know about this GG. It better not suck ass.
it comes with the command skill
Swear to
Eternal
God,
Hunt,
bro.
which when used it will howl, calling on the spirits to manifest spectral wolves to ambush all foes around you. Liminal Coil is a crazy wand. It allows you to apply as many curses as you please, but those curses will have no effect. What's the point then? 2 reasons. Firstly, your spells gain a bunch of extra physical and chaos damage for
This one, am I crazy? This one looks fucking broken. Right? Didn't that just gonna be an insane amount of damage? Like, this seems crazy. Like, that's a lot of gain.
each curse on enemies. Secondly is the skill it grants called Coiling Bolts. This skill is a projectile spell that fires coiling physical and chaos projectiles with every cast.
It's weird, and in PoE 1, there's not many uniques that like are crazy strong in terms of like weapons that you just like slap on. Usually, it's almost way better to have like a rare weapon. But like in PoE 2, it looks like they're doing tons of crazy weapons that look insanely strong at endgame.
What makes this skill truly special, though, is that it will split and chain
I'm the one that
through
coiling-
every cursed enemy.
I mean, I'm okay
causing
with
an
it.
absolute ruckus. See for yourself.
I mean, this looks nuts.
Periphery
I mean,
is
that
a
looks fucking nuts. They're all at 190. I wonder if these are... Do you think all these weapons are just all broken weapons that drop from pinnacle bosses? Do you think this is all pinnacle boss drops that they're showing us? It must be, surely, because they're all insane. Grants level 20 Asmerian Swarms. Bunch of alley. Tag speed. Elemental damage contributes to flammability. Ignite. Chill magnitudes. Freeze build-up. And shock chance. Yeah, it's so strong.
unique bow,
It's
which
complex.
utilizes all the powers of the Asmerian spirits by dealing damage of all elements. And all elements can cause all ailments. The coolest thing about this bow, however, is the Asmerian Swarm skill. These are minions that are summoned when you kill enemies. They will pursue all nearby enemies, damaging them and inflicting a debuff on them that boosts your elemental damage even further.
Looks
Watch
broken
as you
as
mow
hell.
enemy-
This looks broken as hell, bro.
He's down, and the swarms of
This
the
looks
Asmerian
broken as
wisps
fuck.
aid you, melting enemies
Just like literally get literally any of GG Endgame uniques, make a build around it.
one screen at a time. The Ordained is a new
Okay, that one definitely is dropping from the fucking guy. That's like the angel weapon that he's literally holding in the in the artwork, right? Spear throw, righteous descent. Okay, we got 181 to 272 with 1 to 200 damage with 11.9, very high base crit, 1.4 APS. That's a high APS as well. We got a pretty decent fucking weapon here. Melee strike range increase. Interesting. Leech recovers based on your lightning damage as well as fizz damage. Wow. I mean, I like this weapon a lot. Rand Spear. Ordained. I hate if that's not spelled right. Ordained. Spear. Potent. Angel build. Paladin build at home.
Spear, mastering in physical and lightning damage, with high critical strike chance too. This spear allows you to leech life not only from physical damage, but lightning too.
I'm gonna get that spear
It
easily,
also
chat.
creates a fragment of divinity nearby periodically. What are those? Well, this spear has the skill Righteous Descent, which is an epic, divine leap, aided by
I'm gonna do
angelic
ignite on
wings.
some shit with that, or like
If
bleed.
you
Who
use the
knows?
skill when a fragment of divinity is nearby, it will become empowered, dealing significantly more damage, gaining massive area of effect, and bypassing its cooldown.
So the more ZDBS you are, the better it is, which is good.
When fighting a boss, let a bunch of the fragments spawn, and then just unleash your divine havoc,
Bruh.
obliterating them.
That looks good for ailments, right? That looks like a big ailment.
Last, but not least, we have a new unique jewel, Voices. Voices is simple.
That's so broken. Just okay. Instead of one you get to, you just double your jewel sockets. Like that's. I mean, that's like mandatory BIS, right? So weird. Normally in PoE there's a choice, right? Like, depending based on your build. But this is like there's not even a choice. This is like straight up. Oh wait, are you? Maybe you are still competing against those like. What do you call those fucking jewels that have like a bonus based on like what's near it? I mean, yeah, it looks nuts.
It consumes one jewel
Time
slot
lost, yeah.
to add more. There are versions that add 2 jewel slots, 3 jewel slots, and for those who are absurdly lucky or rich, one with 4 jewel slots.
Dude, what? Dude, that is. Dude, Elon's character is going to have like voices in every slot, by the way. With fucking. He's going to have so. His jewel fucking limit is just going to go all the way around his character portrait.
Slots.
Oh, you're going to have one. Okay, never mind. Take it back.
Equip it and notice the slot.
Dude, Elon and fucking Jonathan are probably boys, and Elon's just going to have a hacked character with 5 of them. Trust.
Here next to your character's portrait in the center.
Let me tell you, Elon.
One of the things we are concerned about is how long it takes for experienced
Elon.
players to replay through the game
Elon.
in each new league. As we learned from Path of Exile 1, one of the things that can really help is having elements in the campaign that tell you where to go, if you know what to look for. We'll cover just one example per act for Acts 1 to 3, but there are many more than just these. For example, Hunting Grounds in Act 1 is a large, sparse area, containing multiple entrances and landmark
Mods, man, anyone who types yellow paint.
encounters. Here's an example of some of the changes we've made here. Finding the ritual encounter in this area isn't too difficult. Now after completing it, a trail of locusts will lead to the entrance to Freythorn. Just follow it and find the source of the evil. You may also find corpses of dead animals, killed
What the fuck am I looking at?
and pecked at by the crowbell. You'll notice a trail of blood leading away from them. Follow the trail and it will lead directly to the boss. We even put a signpost on the road to tell you which way to go to find Ogham Village. In Act 2, in the Mastodon Badlands, you need to find the Lightless Caverns and track down the Abyssal. Now to make this quicker, in the level you'll find these cracks. Just follow them, and it will take you right
Bro,
to
I
the
legit fucking miss this one every time. I don't think there's a single character I've ever got it on the first time.
lair, allowing you to find and unlock the Well of Souls. In Act 3, the jungle areas have camps of explorers to sell you items. However, they are now even more useful. By talking to the explorers, they will point towards the next area. Not only that, but it will also reveal it on the minimap, so you can know exactly where to go.
Talk to them. You gotta know to do that, bro.
These are just some examples. We plan to do more and more of these over
did you do?
time.
What did you do?
These are just some examples. We plan to do more and more of these
Did it
over
TP
time
what
in
about?
order to streamline the experience.
Did it TP him after he did the final activation? Oh, wow.
Now, as this is an in-game expansion, it makes sense that we would work on Atlas QOL. We've added a search box that updates live as
So
you type.
good, bro.
Have a specific map you want to run? Now they will be much easier to find. If there are multiple maps, hitting enter will move you from map to map.
Potent.
Now, making a character build in Path of Exile 2 can be pretty complex. And instead of designing a build yourself, many players enjoy following online build guides.
Zip cooks.
We have a pretty awesome community that has built many tools over the years for designing builds. But we wanted to improve the experience of following them.
PoE Ninja show.
So,
Dude, you didn't even show
we-
Path of Building, bro. What the fuck? Didn't even show Path of
We're
Building.
introducing a new build guide system directly into the game client. Here's how it works.
This is crazy, by the way. This is nuts. The fact they're actually doing this is fucking nuts. Do you know what? I'll allow it. People are gonna copy builds anyway, so why not just fucking let them copy builds more easily? This will be good for before a league starts, coming up with a plan and making an idea, and then just having it like locked in. Like that's what I'm gonna personally use this for. I will make a build. What I'm gonna do is whenever they release patch notes and PoB updates, I'll make my own build file and I'll just have my own build like locked in, and I'll have like little reminders like, yo, don't forget to do this. But I'm not gonna do like 5 stages or anything. It'll just be my in-game build from the get-go. But the thing is, my builds change like 50 times by the time they even get the maps, so it might be kind of useless. Still, it's
Community creators who write build guides can now create a new file format, a build file. Once downloaded, the builds appear in the in-game client, and selecting one will show you everything you need to know to make that build. So you can see
So
all the
brain dead, bro.
passives you need to allocate,
Jesus Christ.
ascendancy points you need to take, skill gems you need to...
This is gonna retard max, dude. This is retard maxing right there for like people. People are gonna have no idea how the character works. People are gonna have they won't even read the node. They're gonna download a build file and just gonna start playing the game and just start clicking stuff. Like, oh, tap me to go here now. They're not even gonna read what it does, and they're not even gonna understand. They're gonna have a clue, bro. Holy fuck.
Equip.
I mean, dude, the gem thing is crazy. The thing that we're like, what?
And recommendations for all the support gems you need to use as well.
I mean, that just seems useful as hell. Just like for whatever you build, you could just blacklist a bunch of gems you don't want to see. That seems so convenient.
For items, the build designer can specify which uniques to use in each slot, or if needed, just add some notes to the item.
Get as much life on the resistances as you can. Co-carnage.
And instead of designing a build yourself, many players enjoy following online build guides. We have a pretty awesome community that has built many tools over the years for designing builds, but we wanted to improve the experience of following them. So, we are introducing a new build guide system directly into the game client.
What?
Here's how it works.
Dude!
Community creators who write build guides can now create a new file format,
Nice.
a build file. Once downloaded, the builds appear in the in-game
Holy
client,
shit.
and selecting one will show you everything you need to know to make that build. So you can see all the passives you need to allocate.
Dude. Wait, do you think this is one of these things where people think they want this, but they actually don't? Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, people, I swear to God, people would have more fun playing Path of Exile and Path of Exile 2 if they didn't follow build guides. But they just do it because it's there. The thing is, you can't, it's the Pandora's box has already been opened. That's the issue, right? Pandora's box has already been opened. We're on the internet. People are going to get build guides. You can't stop them. People are going to know, oh, build guides exist. I'm going to follow build guides. It's going to be better than what I can do. But people don't realize they'd have so much more fun if they made their own builds. And now this is going to, like, streamline the process and make it even easier to follow builds, so you're even more likely to do it, which makes you have less fun overall playing the video game. Bro, it's... let me tell you, chat. Path of Exile is objectively more fun if you make your own builds. So much more fun. So much more fun. It's so much more fun. It's like legitimately, I want to say half of, not even that, I want to say the majority of the fun of the game is literally having an idea, coming up with a plan, and then executing it. That is like, for me anyway, like, for me, like, I see a unique, I see an item, I see a ascendancy, and I'm like, bro, what if I did this with that? And then you fucking full send it, and you just see what the fuck happens. And it's like, and people don't get to enjoy that or experience that because they just get fucking funneled into this, follow a build guide, let me follow a build. And now that they've got this tool, they're even more likely to do it. But they were probably going to do it anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. But I don't know. It's a little bit, like, it's a bit sad because I feel like you think, like, people, like, think they want to follow build guides, like, they want to also skip the campaign. Just like they think they want flying mounts in World of Warcraft. But they actually, like, you don't want flying mounts in World of Warcraft. You don't want to skip the campaign, and you don't want to fucking use a build guide. But you do because it's just better, right? Like, yeah, it's way, if some guy spends, like, 150 hours optimizing the shit of a build, solving absolutely everything, min-maxing it out the wazoo, and you follow that guide, you're going to do better than if you just made your own thing. But it's going to be less fun, bro. It's going to be less fun. It's going to be less fun. It is what it is. Just like, you know, you think you want a flying mount because you think, like, the flying mount's going to make the game better. Like, well, look, I can go faster in my flying mount, and everything's quicker, and I just get to things faster, and it's just better. No, it's not, because it, like, kills world PvP. It makes it so there's, like, these natural fucking funnels and all these organic interactions happening. And she makes the game it's just like, it's one of those things where, I don't know, I feel like people think they want build guides, and they think they want to follow build guides, but they actually don't. They actually don't. But, I mean, it's good that people are excited about it, I guess. And I think people who are going to, like, co-counters was going to follow build guide regardless. So, again, it doesn't really change things. It actually just makes this life a little bit easier. So, it's like, yeah. It just, I feel sad for all the guys who weren't going to follow build guides because, like, fuck it, it's too much effort. Like, I have to alt-tab, do all this stuff. And then they're like, well, there's a build file now, so I can just put a build guide on. Fuck it, I guess. And those guys are going to have a worse experience than if they just played the game organically and just clicked their own build and made their own character. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god! This
Ascendancy
is
points you need to take, skill gems you need to equip, and recommendations for all the support gems you need to use as well. For items, the build designer can specify which uniques to use.
You
in
think
slot,
you want build guides?
I
if
cannot
needed,
believe this.
Just add
You think you want build guides, but you don't, chat. Like, I'm not even, like, no cap.
slot to say what kind of item you need. In fact, build creators can add notes to just about any of these areas, allowing them to explain different trade-offs in
Christ.
context, or just give more info
Jesus
about how these
Christ.
things should be
Holy fuck.
used. They can also give level ranges to each element, allowing recommendations to change over time. Great for builds that need to respec after they reach a certain level. Now, all of this is written in a standardized build format that creators can use, and we imagine that a lot of community build tools will be updated to add support for this format. Now that we have trade market searching built
get
into
to
the
work.
in-game client, we have added the ability to price check items you can find
Get
more
to
easily.
work.
Control-Alt-clicking an item will now search for it on the trade market, showing you the current prices.
Like trade cucks needed more quality of life. Do you know what? We already had this capability in with third-party things, so it's good that we actually have that capability without the third-party thing. Hopefully, eventually, we won't even need Awaken Trade at all, you know? So it's nice.
For rare items, it's handy to exclude some mods. So we added the ability to enable and disable each mod
This is
so you
good.
can see what effect each one has on the price.
This is good.
Next up, we're going to be talking about the new supporter packs
I don't have to give a fuck about this at all.
for
Yeah, whatever. Supporter packs.
you.
There's like
the mana.
oh, there's like a freak one. Oh, look. Oh, that's Quinn, guys, because he's short. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Enemy hit.
Yeah.
That's not all, however. The Fragment Stash tab is finally coming to and much more.
The
like
Fragment
a
Stash
set of
tab.
finisher effects and affinity stashes. That's not all, however. The Fragment Stash tab is finally coming to Path of Exile 2. And with it comes some
So wait, it's got breach fragments. This is like the boss entry thing. I'm not quite sure. I don't really loot these keys, to be honest with you. That's the King of the Mists thing. That's the new endgame. That's the trial of the nameless. I mean, you don't quite know what these ones are. These are like this. It's all the new endgame, right? This is all the new quest endgame.
tabception. Inside this one tab, there's a tab for your various boss key fragments. There's also a tab for all your precursor tablets, with each type of tablet getting 6 tabs of storage. Finally, there's a tab for your Djinn barriers and inscribed ultimatums.
Thank fuck.
Both of which
Thank fuck.
get their own 6 tabs. That's a lot of tabs.
Holy shit.
So that's everything in 050. This is by far the biggest update we've ever made to PoE 1 or 2. New in-game storylines,
Biggest.
pinnacle bosses, crafting systems, items, ascendancy classes, and so much more. Now, because this update contains so much in-game content, we're doing significantly more testing than usual. For that to happen, we're taking a little longer than usual between the announcement and the release.
What are we at now, chat? We're at pathofexile2.com /home. Do /home, otherwise you get some other bullshit. 20 days, chat. 20 days. What's that in weeks, chat? 20 divided by 7. It's 2.8 weeks, chat. 2.8 weeks. Fuck, bro. Wait, 2.8 weeks. Part of me wants to, like, lock in and de-rust for PoE 2 and be, like, big deck for the league launch. But then part of me is like, well, that's 20 days. That's a long time. That's a lot of preparation. That's probably too much. So then I'm thinking maybe I should do it. I should probably, like, what? How much prep? I need to figure out how much prep. Question. How much prep do I want to do for PoE 2 League? Note. This is double note. This is note. This will be the last big league. Rest will be simply econ reset until game goes to 1.0 after XL gone. I feel like because this is like the last league, I don't want a bad league. I don't want a bad league launch and should do prep. The question is how much prep? I'm not doing a subathon for 0.5, chat. Relax. I'm literally not doing a subathon for 0.5. There's no way. There's no way. I literally cannot. What does a bad lead launch mean? A bad lead launch is like I launch and I have done zero preparation at all and I've got zero D-rust and I just go in and I start ripping like crazy and then it takes me like the first fucking 5 days to reacclimatize to the game. A good league launch is like I had like preparation time and I at least spent at 7 weeks. 7 days. Minimum 7 days prep. 100%, 1000% minimum 7 days prep.
Will be released in 3 weeks on May the 29th. With the
Chad, if you don't de-rust, this is for maybe you guys can just log into a game, bro. When I first log into a game that I haven't logged into for a while, like when I go onto this and I move my character around, it feels weird. Everything feels weird, and like the controls feel weird. Like moving the character around feels weird. Like I'm not wasting normally. I'm only playing click to move. Just everything feels weird. And I get super spaced out, and I just forget everything, and like all the pathways in my brain have kind of like shut down, and I just need to reactivate. And then it flows back to me quite quickly. But I want to say it takes. I mean, the older I get, the longer it takes. But like I want to say it takes me like at least a few days of playing the game for it to feel normal. And who cares? I don't want to feel spaced out, confused, disorientated on the league launch, bro. And yes, disorientated is a real word. That's what people in the UK say it like that, which is crazy. No, it's not disoriented. Disorientated is a real word, you dumb fucks. Look it up. It's UK language, isn't it, bruv?
Patch notes being released on the Friday before that, on May 21st.
It's genuinely real. I'm actually right. So you can Google it and realize that I'm right, but it's cool. Because do you know what's funny? I called Abby out. I was like, Abby, disorientated is not a real word. And she's like, what? What are you talking about, bruv? It's a real word, isn't it? And then I'm like, no, it's not, Abby. Like, that sounds retarded. Don't never say disorientated again. Bang. She Googled it. It's a real word. That's how they say it in UK.
There's just one more thing to talk about. Now that the endgame is up to scratch, we have to start talking about our plan for 1.0 release.
This is crazy.
The feedback we've had during early access has been critical for making all the improvements that we'll be making to the game. At the same time, we had to create enough in-game content to make an RPG that can call itself a successor to Path of Exile 1.
True.
Well, with 050, we now believe we have reached that point.
Yo, PoE 1's dead, bro. He just said PoE 1, 0.5's killing PoE 1. You just heard him say that, bro. It's the successor. PoE 1's fucking dead after this, bro. Hype shit.
And so this is going to be the last full-size league during early access. That's right. The next big update is going to be 1.0. Now, normally we would do our next big content release in August.
Bro, am I like that? Because they said they were going to release this game in 2025, didn't they? Just like I said the cuck shit was going to be done in like 2024. And then, but now... Oh, it's supposed to be... Oh, my bad. This game was supposed to be out in 2024. It's 2026 now. So he's saying it's going to be out. He's saying the game... Yo, we launching this game. We launching this game. 6 months to 2 years. I mean, I don't know. I wonder what the poly market would say about this. What do you guys think? I would say yeah. Dude, they've planned ExileCon. He obviously knows how far he is in terms of the fucking, what do you call it? Campaign development. It must be coming out this year, right? It has to be. Dude, I had to have the Cuxia 2.0 built before then. Oh my god, the Cuxia 2.0 needs to be built before then, bro. I need to fucking rage at my like people and be like, build that now. It will. It's gonna be December, right? What day is? What date is ExileCon? What month is that? I know it's in 181 days, but like, what month is that? November. What does it go? November? How many months after November is until December, Jet? How does it? I don't know the months. Only one? Dead ass, bro. No way. You gotta be kidding me. So wait. The builder reckons that he may be able to get it done before 181 days. Maybe. Oh my god. So wait, you said, I wish it was like 2 months, because then it would be like, oh yeah, the Cuxia 2.0 would be done before then for sure. All right, whatever. As we'll see.
But in the run-up to full release, our plans take a little longer on this one. As big as 050 is, 1.0 is even bigger. So we'll be launching 1.0 this year,
23 CM, bro.
sometime after ExileCon. But that doesn't mean we won't be doing updates in the meantime. In this final phase, we have a lot of things to polish throughout the game.
What did he say? They're going to launch it sometime after ExileCon.
And balance to improve. I'm sure there'll also be feedback about the new endgame that we need.
I need to hear what he said exactly. I need to go back and listen to it.
Our plans take a little normal
Sorry,
we'll be
Jack.
making to the game. At the same time, we had to create enough in-game content to make an RPG that can call itself a successor to Path of Exile 1. Well, with 050, we now believe we have reached that point. And so this is going to be the last full-size
the word
league during
specifically.
early access.
Last full
That's
league.
right.
Last full league. Okay, so there is no other league. The thing is, they will never release it in January, ever. They will never release it in January. So I don't know if you know, it's when that's when people spend the least money. So December is when people have this freak, it's like a fucking crazy fucking thing that during December, because it's Christmas and it's the month of giving and it's all this bullshit and people have time off. It's when they spend the most money on products by a large margin. Hugely large. It's massive. It's massive. It's fucking crazy, bro. It's a free game. It doesn't matter about it being a free game, bro. The people are going to buy the fuck out of stuff because it's goddamn Christmas and they got time off. There's no way in hell they won't. What I'm saying is it will definitely not be in the first month of next year. So there's no way it's going to be 2027 January. So that means it's either going to be December 1.0 launch or it'll be like 2027 a few months after January, right? Like whatever the fuck, because what the way it goes is this. It goes like this, dude. It goes like this. Bro, so I don't know if you know this. Because obviously I'm being a streamer, I know this hugely. Because actually it's funny, because it goes like right up. So this is like December, right? This is December. This is Christmas Day, and it peaks about here, and then goes down again. And when I say it goes down, bro, it's like this, bro. It's like negative. You're getting negative money. And then it slowly recovers and comes back, right? Until December again. So if you release a product, you want to release it here because this is when people buy the fuck out of it. And this is when marketing goes crazy and these, bro, ad money. Let me tell you, one ad plays, dude, it's like 4x. No, not even that. It's like 5x. It's like 5x. No, or maybe 10x. It's so much more than one just after, because no one's buying anything. So no advertisers are purchasing it. So what I'm saying is, so this is the most likely around early December. This is where you'd want to do it. But if it doesn't come out then, well, then they absolutely will not release it at the start of the 2027. So then you're talking like a few months after. I don't know that someone who knows a bit more about markets and shit. I don't really pay too much attention. What's that, like the third month? The third month? I don't know what's the third month, chat. I don't know what the third month is. But that's like what you're looking at. What's January something? March, August or something? I don't know the months. Yeah, chat. I don't know them. I do know that December is when people buy the fuck out of stuff. And I do know that's when, like, dude, you play one ad, legit, one ad during December, bro. Oh my God. Dude, they paying you. You could run infinite ads in January. You're getting $0. Zero.
Next big update is going to be 1.0. Now, normally we would do our next big content release in August, but in the run-up to full release, our plans take a little longer on this one. As big as 050 is, 1.0 is even bigger. So we'll be launching 1.0 this year sometime after Exile.
Oh, this he does specifically say. He does 100% say this year, sometime after ExileCon. Bro, that literally leaves like the tiniest little range. Right? Wait, ExileCon, ExileCon date. ExileCon 2026 date. November 7th. Okay, I'm busting open a graph here, chat. Peak melee, what is this? Wait, calendar, okay, November 7th. Calendar 2026. Okay. November 7th. Bro, that literally, bro, 100,000 fucking %. If it has to come out this year, we're talking between, so what, it'll be the Friday, which for Americans, it'll be the Friday for New Zealand, which will be Saturday America. So for you guys, it'll be, for us, it'll be the 12th. It'll release on the 12th. That's like assuming what he's saying isn't full of shit, which it could just be like they totally could just be full of shit. And you know, what I said, I don't say full of shit. He could believe that he's releasing the game on the 12th, but like realistically, they've believed they were going to release the game in 2024, and it's 2026 right now. So, you know, there's a good chance they're going to get to November 7th, right? They're like, and there's no way in hell we're releasing the game. in a month from now. And then you'd have to say, you know what, guys, if we want to release the game properly, we're going to have to release it like a few months after. It's always on Fridays. What I'm saying, it's always on Fridays. Yeah, so Friday in America is fucking Saturday in New Zealand, bitch ass. So for you guys, it'll be whatever the fuck. What I'm saying, it'll be a 12th for me. For you guys, it'll be the 11th. Chat, right now it is the 9th month, chat. The 9th day, so to be clear. So do you understand that? For you guys, so it's Saturday for me. For a lot of you guys right now, it's Sunday. It's fucking Friday. Do you understand? So for me, it'll be a Saturday, so it'll be the 12th. So I'm going off my time, not fucking retard time. This is the New Zealand game, bitch. This is a New Zealand game. You working off our time. You working off our time here. This is an NZ game.
But that doesn't mean we won't be doing updates in the meantime. In this final phase, we have a lot of things to polish throughout the game and balance to improve. I'm sure there'll also be feedback about the new endgame that we need to incorporate too. The difference is that the focus is not going to be on adding more content like the previous updates. It's going to be on improving.
I understand they launched the game for NA, which is why it's a fucking Saturday in New Zealand when it comes out on a Friday in America. I understand that. But I'm just saying the timescale that I'm working on is the fucking New Zealand timescale, you bitch ass. That's what I'm saying. Jesus Christ.
What we already have. But we still want to encourage people to try out all the balance changes and improvements that we're making. So we're going to be running a few event leagues during this phase alongside each update. Think remixes of existing mechanics or features. And speaking of ExileCon, don't forget to pencil it in on the weekend of November the 7th in New Zealand. ExileCon is
That's right, November 7th in New Zealand, bitch. You're Snoogian, dude. It's Raise QT, bro. It's Kriparian and it's Preach. That's Rana. Is that Neversink?
gathering of our players, and a chance for us to showcase
Lab.
everything we'll be working on for
PoE
the
Lab guy.
Path of Exile 1 and 2. And this one will be particularly
Mark.
important for us, since we finally get
I don't know who any of these people are. No idea.
to unveil some of the coolest content that we've been working on for a
Math of 1, Rage QT, dude, Ziggy D, Nukin.
while now, with Act 5 and
Slippery Jim, TV, Daft Punk,
6.
Preach.
Tickets for the in
Well, who's at the back there? Who's at the back there? Who's at the back there? No idea.
Tickets for the in-person event are currently sold out, but don't worry. All the announcements and talks are going to be streamed online for all of you to watch.
It just ends, bro. It just ends. There it is. It just ends. Crazy stuff. Okay, guys. So there we are. 20 days from now, the league starts. 20 days from now, the league starts. We did some fucking mathematics. We deep dived. We did some graphs. There's actually more stuff to deep dive, by the way, that I haven't actually looked at. There's actually, like, the PoE website, I believe, has, like, a fucking screen here, which has some stuff, which I haven't actually looked at. I don't know. We've already looked at this, right? Maybe we'll check that. Maybe a little bit more deep diving to do. But, guys, it is the weekend. I'm going to think about what I'm going to do. I don't know if I want to start. Like, I could legitimately just start playing PoE 2 now, low-key. Just prepping and get Giga locked in for the launch, right? Because you're going to understand, this is the last launch before 1.0. I could, but maybe that's a little bit extreme. Maybe I should do like 10 days before or something, you know? I don't know. Burn out for league start? Impossible. I will not burn out for league start. There's no way. Literally not possible. Kill Arbiter while it's still the boss. I could do that. That would be kind of a fun goal. Kill Arbiter. I could do a softcore character, like, a week beforehand and just like play it. That might be boring as fuck though. But then if I know I'm making this character just to get my vibes on, I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. Regardless, 20 days, biggest patch we've ever seen. Lots of crazy shit, dude. Life buffs, low key. I mean, we don't know what other balancing changes are coming, dude. Right now I'm looking at a few. Like, I mean, the monk looks fucking cool. I mean, I could see myself playing both, either the spirit woman or the fist monk. The fisting monk looks kind of fun, especially with those fucking fisting gloves. Who knows what could be going on with the unique gloves? So either Either, chat. Either. I could go either character. So, yeah. Gonna play Titan. I love Titan. I must admit, I do love me some Titan gameplay, bro. Like, see, there's no doubt Titan is my favorite guy. Regardless, boys, thank you very much for chilling out today. I hope you enjoyed the deep dive. There may be a little mini deep dive tomorrow, but yeah, we'll see. We'll fucking see. Otherwise, have a good Friday or weekend, depending on where you live. Just pretend there's an outro screen right now, guys, because there's no outro, guys. It's fucking crashed. Turbo! 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 Oh, it's a little bird. It's a birdie.